following D&D campaign is rated TV MAL/SVED. It contains strong language, sexual situations, violence, extreme nerdiness, and dramatic player characters. It is intended only for a mature audience. Viewer discretion is advised.
It's silly. Oh, this little cramped keyboard. I feel like it's a toy. Like it's not even a...
You were too much. You were too much.
I'm too spoiled. I need to suck it up and be happy I got this. Yeah.
Nah.
That's for suckers. Yeah. That's for well-rounded adults. That's not me.
Absolutely not.
Is that my password? Nope.
Open all of my crap.
Oh, I see. I can't use
I mean this the nicest way possible, but Steph, like years from now, when I die, can you speak at my funeral?
Yeah.
I feel like every single thing you say is positive and sweet and nice, and I want you to remember me that way.
All right. Excellent. We'll do. I'll mark it in my calendar.
Okay.
As long as your name is not Layers, that's probably true.
Oh yeah, Photoshop layers, or like art program layers. Yeah.
Yeah, I work normally with GIMP, so I understand because it's like you've got a whole window dedicated to all the fucking layers.
It's rough.
Yeah, so
it's rough.
Yeah. Come on, why? So I can't sign into Madbird streams because it has two-factor authentication, and I'm not going to scroll all over my phone to try and make that happen.
Oh wow!
But I have my Daniel Awesome Face one, but it's like, oh, wait, you now have to. It's just a different device. So
you're live, Dan.
We're
live,
Dan. We're live.
Okay. They can all hear me gripe that, yeah. And then it's making me all the security stuff that's good in itself, just a pain tonight. Nice. There we go. All right, so I can be in Twitch chat this way under Daniel Awesome Face. Looks like I better be following Madbird streams. It's looking at my followed channels. All right. I need to mute it. Oh, this thing's so slow. Oh, commercials? There's no ad blocker on this? Oh my gosh.
Just for fun, I'm going to run the starting soon one more time.
It's up to you. I'm in now, so.
The following D&D campaign is rated TV MAL/SVED. It contains strong language, sexual situations, violence, extreme nerdiness, and dramatic player characters. It is intended only for a mature audience.
Starting soon. It's running, Dan.
Oh, okay. Oh, whomp, whomp. Okay, cool. Cool.
I'll let you know when it goes off of it. I have the stream pulled up.
Thanks. 2 notifications.
Focus, Dan, focus.
Sorry. Ooh! It's shiny, but it's putting the notification on the tab, and that's going to bother me. Let me refresh. Why isn't this shit? Oh, because it's at start right. Cool. All right, get it together, Dan. All right. Okay, just 2 taps. I can do this. Have fun. Schedule. Whoa, busy. Nice. That was weird. If I fall out of my seat,
No, Dan, don't do it.
I had like some weird vertigo all of a sudden.
Don't do it.
I took a sip of coffee, set it down. Whoa! It's been on my seat. It's so weird. Okay. What was the other thing? Oh, right. Mort's rolls. Yes. And I believe we ended with, right. Might as well wait till we're up.
And it's live.
Seconds away.
We're good, Dan.
Oh, nice.
We're here.
Oh, hooray. Hello, everybody. Welcome to my humble abode, a different room of my kitchen, and all of our amazing players that are here despite me acting the fool. So, where to begin? I just don't know. How about at the beginning? All right, let me. Oh yeah. Maybe thinks it's good. Tweak this a little bit. I don't like that light in the background, and Lily left it on. Oh no! Stop touching things, Dan. So, where did we end last week? Well, let's see. Everyone was heading into from Kalen's. Oh gosh, we have so many different names. What's this one? It's not a compound. It's a estate outside of Khal Daruhl. And they were heading into the lowest section of the city of Khal Daruhl to, I think, actually went to the shopping district area to look for things to buy. Does that sound right? And I'm trying to think of where everyone split off. I know Aaron Wynn was rushing off somewhere with Davania, maybe?
We were all in the festival.
No,
some of us were in the festival. Sorry.
Festival, right.
We were at the festival and I came across a woman about my age whose name I can't recall.
It was a girl. It was.
Yes.
Yeah. Let's see. Let me cover her stuff here. So you ran into Caitlin Moonsong. She introduced herself as a slim young girl with a graceful bearing, large dark eyes, and short cropped blonde hair. You notice that she's barefoot and she's wearing plain ankle-length robes of a dark bluish hue. How interesting. Okay, and she seemed excited. The two of you kind of had a moment talking about. Was it a food item?
Yeah, we basically got hyper and went back to the food stalls.
Nice. Perfect. I love it. All right. Meanwhile, Mort has been doing some saving rolls, some unknown, unseen thing, but I feel like you've been doing a really good job with them.
Is that supposed to be reassuring?
Yes. So far, so good. Does that count? That's awesome. All right. Kaylin has discovered information about the process. Oh, right. I think it was Brewer, in fact, that informed her that he had discovered one more component to transferring souls into a warforged that's required. I think Brewer found out from the creature that guards the forge. Morning dew crystals, as there's an overheating issue if left alone with a soul as it's transferred, that we can make it just bamf into nothing, burn off into nothing. And so these morning dew crystals are required to be crushed into fine grains of crystal, because that's how this crystal breaks down in grains. And those can be found in a cavernous section below the city of Khal Daruhl, known as Barakir. Or Barakir, rather, I guess. Put the emphasis in the wrong spot. Emil has a potential meeting with his mentor, Aaron. Aaron ran into, what's her name? Rain received, Rain grew. She aged, I think, I forget now. I think she's 22. That's correct me. She's not here, but I think she's around 22 now. She spent whatever that made it, 6 or 8 years, while it was just moments for everyone else. She seemed petrified or encased in a rain-shaped hard candy shell. She was actually in the Shadowfell at the Raven's Keep, or whatever the Raven Queen's castle is called, training effectively with her. She's returned. She broke out of that shell as this adult version. And in last session, she received a raven that she can call her own. However, as the raven landed and she accepted the raven, Mallow, our luck dragon, was tattooed on her, popped off of her, seeming there's some conflict there. So two of them can't coexist. So Mallow's back in her little, well, not so little, luck dragon form. Probably curl around twice on Kaelin's broad shoulders at this point. Along with them. So let's start off with, oh, shame on me. And Galathor had this shield of helm that cracked open. And within it, effectively a treasure map, because, of course, we need to have that in our lives. And that had a map that had some Elvish writing, I believe. So Kaelin was able to break that down with Galathor. And it looks like a map that almost overlays part of the Khal Daruhl, or that area. Kaelin felt that, and actually learned from Brewer, that there is, in fact, a cavernous section below Khal Daruhl that would match up with what this map is saying. The map has an actual X marked on it. Excuse me. So likely, whatever this treasure map is leading Galathor and friends to, can be found in Barkir, or so it's assumed. Okay. Oh, right. And Galathor did a perception check that did not go well. As I look at my notes, I remember.
Right.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that's interesting. Okay. Actually, in which city? It was Metz, where that's where the come on, Dan, the where you got the shield. What the heck's it called? Where the auction was held, right? Metz. Cool.
Sounds about right. Yeah.
Okay. Neat. All right, so let's open it up with Frank. Callie's hanging out with Frank. I'm so of sorts. Go ahead, Lily. You don't have to worry about being quiet. You can get Galathor, Callie is buzzing around with you. Are you with, what are you up to, Galathor? As everyone headed into town.
I think I'm heading into town with everybody else to see if I can find some places that match up on the map.
Okay, neat. Kaylin, are you heading out with Galathor, or what are you up to?
I know Kaylin went in town for the festival with everyone.
Okay, so you're already in town.
Yeah.
What are you doing currently in town? Are you looking for?
I was just walking around with the group.
Okay.
Yeah, probably. Yeah, because I know Brewer went with us, so I'll probably be staying close to him.
Okay. And more, I'm sorry, Callie's with you more. What are you up to? Are you in there with everyone else?
Yeah, taking in the sights and sounds of the festival.
Okay. Can you make a perception check for me, Mort, if you would?
Sure. Perception check. Hold on. Bring up the right column. 8, 7 plus 1.
Oh, all the wonderful sights in this.
Mort buys a turkey leg.
That's perfect. There are, in fact, most definitely turkey legs. Chowder bowls.
Which will probably be about half the size of him.
Yeah, probably, yeah. Awesome. Let's see. Okay, so Callie is just buzzing about every so often, but mostly kind of hang out on your shoulder if you let her. Is that okay with Mort, that she's chilling on your shoulder?
Oh, yeah.
Good. All right, so let's see. So, Aaron, I know that you're headed over with that girl, so we'll probably jump in stories. Emil, what are you up to here? Are you just chilling with everybody?
That's a bit of a good question, because Emil at some point is going to maybe reach into his pocket for a coin for something, or absentmindedly for birdseed, and he's going to find something in his pocket that reminds him he has to return it to Davania. So I think Emil will start out with the party, but at some point he's going to kind of remorse or obligation is going to overtake him, and he'll probably head back to the keep. But we'll work it into the story. He'll start out with the party for sure.
Okay, neat. And Davania, are you walking along with the party?
No, I stayed behind, sitting underneath the tree. And last I recall, you were talking about her thinking about Mal. And so she's like just sitting under the tree thinking, trying not to burn things to the ground.
Mm-hmm. Perfect.
So, per usual.
So I'll head back and talk to her when there's a time.
Okay, neat. All right. And Blueberry's not here, and Aga is he stepped away. Okay. All right. Unless you're there, Aga. If you're there, are you also walking with a group, or do you have a different direction or solo direction in mind?
Bob's off stream right now.
Okay. All right. So Aaronwyn, this girl, Caitlin, is having a blast. Very excited by the whole prospect here. Having a good time. Yes. Oh, this is so exciting. Should we get? I don't know where to start. There's all this fried food, and then they're frying whole chicken legs, and then there's all this sweet stuff. And I don't know. I can't eat that chicken leg. I can sit on it. It's like a chair for me.
Let's start at that end and go all the way down.
Oh my gosh, yes. Yes. Do you want to split things? Because I mean, this is too much for me to eat, but I have to eat it, right?
Sure. Yeah, oh yeah, definitely. I don't mind at all.
Nice.
And, since she's rolling in money for the first time, with her help at the tower, she'll pay for it all.
Awesome. So you two start doing so, and as you go along, you find that she, oh my, I wonder how they. I mean, they're not using conventional heating. I guess maybe because all the smoke in here. I wonder what magic they're using for that. It's really interesting. Like, it's got to be. Is it fire based? I saw one over there is using like electricity, like lightning magic, and that's. I wonder why. And she starts going into like a lot of. She seems to be very interested in the magic of it all.
Huh. Okay, I'm definitely like listening, just like mostly listening, but like also like food. Magic, yes, I know a little bit about magic, but
awesome
food.
She seems to have, for a young kid, she seems to have a relatively like really good insight into the magic being used, like being able to break it down, and just this childish wonder about the cleverness of how they're using it. As you go along, and
what was her name again?
It is Caitlin.
Caitlin
Caitlyn, and then just Moonsong. And Aga, are you going along with the group?
If I remember correctly, Aga chose to stay back.
Yep.
Oh, right. Okay, what are you up to at the estate?
Oh, God. I think if I remember correctly, I said that I was going to work on crafting up a magic item. I said I was going to use the fennel silk that he had found in...
Right.
Oh, gosh. I forget the name of the... where the Damnation's crossover was.
Okay. That's the first one, right? The
Sphinx and everything. He found the
Ribbon
fennel
Lost.
silk.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. And he had found some insulation-based silk, and he was going to try and use that and dispel magic, counterspell, things like that, and try and get the process started on making a mantle of spell resistance.
Nice. Okay. All right. So you get crack-a-lacking on that. So I will say that if at any point you look out the window towards the front yard, there's an area there. There's a sole tree. It's almost like a petrified tree, and you see Davania sitting beneath it. If you think you would choose to take a walk or at any point, or
I think for sure at some point he would probably take a break and kind of glance around, and. If he saw her, would he? It's 10. It's like right in the middle. I don't know. Yeah.
Rock, paper, scissors.
Nice.
I think he probably would go talk to her. Yeah, I think he'd probably stand at a distance for a minute until she noticed he was there, and then he would say, "Can I talk to you for a minute?" or something like that.
Okay. All right, then I will jump right back to you. I'm gonna time-wise that might be in a little bit. So let's see. Galathor, do you want to, now that you're here in town, if you're all just moving along, I can kind of cover what you'll see as you go along. But if you have anything in particular you want to search for or look for here, let me know. That goes out to anybody, actually.
Mostly just landmarks. Trying to get a better feel for the town. Oh, I don't know. What's at the fair, Dan?
Rocks. No, there's a lot of. I think it's a Festival of Quartz or something. They are clearly. It's more than just the mineral itself. They are all about. There are beautiful works of art done here, forged out of different stone, highlighting quartz. There's expert craftsmanship. There's tons of food. It's just clearly a reason to be merry, eat good food, and drink good mead. With some reverence to stone. And let me think, Kaylin, I think that inherently, though, you would still have your stone work thing, as that's a racial bonus.
Yes.
You're really good. So there is something appealing to you, Kaylin, and anyone else that may find a fascination in stone.
Are there diamonds there?
There are some precious gems, but they don't seem to find the diamonds as quite as precious, or at least not. But they're not using them a lot in their works here. You see some rubies, some emeralds, some other things, but a lot of this highlights the stone rather than the precious gems.
All right, I won't find what I'm looking for then. Eventually, a little bit later, Davania's probably gonna go to the festival after conversations or with whichever. I don't know exactly where you're jumping to, so we're bouncing between everybody.
All right, I'm gonna sort of set up with the folks in town currently. I think since they're at the beginning of the timeline. The Galathor. Otherwise, you see, there's a festival ribbons and lights draped across the different roadways. A lot of hustle and bustle in the streets. There's a number of paper lanterns too. Large. They kind of look like bongs, for lack of a better word, lack of a better description. They're sort of like tall vases, just bulbous at the bottom that holds the actual light. There's a bunch of around the city, different stalls with different artisanal goods, between food items and actual crafted, not really weapons or armor. It's more things you would use to decorate a home.
Okay. Yeah, Galathor will probably just wander around the stalls for a little bit then in that case.
Next.
Yeah.
Right. Sorry, I can see chat because it pops up every time. I usually don't, so I mean, what do you call it? Zoom chat. I usually don't see, so it's hilarious that it pops up every time someone types something. Okay. All right, so you scope that out. Emil, you're going with the flow, I think, unless there's any point where you'd like to break off. Otherwise, you're also going through. There's good food. Okay. Let's see. Eggs back to Vanya. Mort and Kaylin, are you looking for anything particular or just enjoying the festivities so far?
Kaylin is just enjoying the festivity. She'd probably keep an eye out for anyone that she would like, any of the council members or anything.
Okay.
She would, she also wants to see, you mentioned that there's some baked goods. She wants to see if there are any any like cakes. No, it's not really a festival food.
There are. There's pound cakes. There's like angel food cakes. There's chocolate cakes. I mean, there's quite a variety across stands. There seems to be different sections to the fair. There's definitely like your your meats and chowder bowls and heavier fair type foods. And then there's your fried things, your deep fried things. And then you get down to these fresh baked goods where there's cakes.
Yeah, she would get something. She would get some of the chocolate cakes. Are these little, just kind of like tiny cakes, or
They have
bigger
slices. They sell. No, they're pretty big, but they do sell it by the slice too.
She would be. She'd be looking for a bigger cake, like a full size cake, if they have them at all.
Yeah. Yep. They've got a couple 3-tier, like not wedding cake tier, but like 3-tier.
Okay. Yeah.
Nice. Okay.
Do they deliver, or do I have to carry it?
They will do it for you. Yeah, they'll deliver. Yep.
Okay. So she'll give how much gold would that? How much money would that be, Dan?
That's like 3 silver.
Okay. Perfect. Yeah. So she'll tell them where to deliver it to. There you go. I think that's all that she. Oh, can I not? Okay, that's fine.
You do get a person or two that comes up, and you seem that recognizes you as, Kaylin from the city, as a new member of the council, and they both are like, they seem to be impressed or surprised that you're here attending this.
And she's also walking around with Brewer, probably, so they would probably recognize him as well.
Oh yeah, he actually has quite an outpouring. Yeah. Brewer. They seem to all call him Brewer. He doesn't seem to share out his official name yet. Right?
Okay.
But yeah, they seem to be surprised that a member of the council is down here at the festival, but pleasantly surprised that you're there. Okay. And Mort, anything in particular while you're here, or again just looking?
You know what? I know the civilization's known for brewing good ale and stuff like that, but I'm going to look around, see if I can find a nice whiskey vendor.
Oh, a nice what? Sorry.
Whiskey vendor.
Oh, yeah, for sure. Oh, my gosh. Yeah, there's a few stalls dedicated to hard liquor. And they just have shelves of it up the back. And they have a whole shelf dedicated to whiskey. And they go through and name off the different, what treatment it's had to get here, how long it's been aged, and so on and so forth. Are there any notes or tones or anything in particular? You're just looking for something strong or something smoother, lighter, darker?
Smooth but aged well.
Okay, all right.
Definitely like an older vintage.
Oh, okay. So the person asks you, are you looking for something that's for a special occasion? We've got a few different price marks here. We've got one for 5 silver, and then we've got one for 8 silver. That's a little better, but maybe save it for a fancy occasion.
Definitely the 8 silver variety. Definitely the special occasion once in a while, not for normal regular drinking.
Oh, you like this then? And he pulls it down and wraps it up halfway up, and sort of it's not quite paper, but it folds and sticks in place a lot better than paper would, and passes it over, takes the 8 silver and passes it to you. All right, well, I hope you enjoy yourself.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. How much is it? Is it like a
it would
8 ounces bottle?
Maybe a little more than that. It'd probably be like a 16 ounce.
Okay.
Okay. So I'll say we're about halfway through, since everyone has stuff they're doing. Sorry, I've got the stream up. It's funny. And I'll jump back to Aga seeing Davania. Oh, let me get over to your screen. There we go. Aga at one point, so you head out there, you see her. Clearly, she seems upset.
Yeah. He'll just kind of keep his distance until she, like, notices him, and then he'll say, "Can I talk to you for a minute?"
Yes, you may.
I noticed threw that cup pretty damn hard the other night.
Forgive me. Yeah. Sorry.
Not a problem. Not my cup. Just wanted to say I'm sorry if I invaded your mental space or whatever it may be. He'll kind of like falter awkwardly, and he'll not very good at this, and he'll say, I think I recognize a little something in you that is like me. Seem to be fighting for a certain amount of freedom. I understand that. It's a struggle I can respect, and I hope that I didn't in any way hinder you. Just wanted to say sorry.
The only person that can hinder me at this point is myself. And that was on me. I accept your apology. And if you're willing to spar again and get your ass kicked or talk, we can do that.
Is Davania wearing armor right now?
No.
No.
I'm squishy.
me too, but I'm in permanent plate mail, so I think he'll kind of glance around the yard, and then I think he'll he always has his mace on him, so I think he'll kind of pull out the mace and just kind of drag it in a circle, and then he'll say, "How about right now?" And he'll put the mace on his shoulder.
I have to say that was not what I was expecting. Okay. She stands up and gathers herself and readies her staff.
Okay. He'll wait till she seems like she's ready, and then he'll say something along the lines of a little bit looser rules this time, and he'll cast haste on himself.
Oh, you motherfucker.
Nice.
Oh, I'm dying. Oh, that was good.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm gonna cast Blade Ward.
I dig it. We don't have to go through the whole combat. We can do the roll thing again if you'd like to. Yeah.
Yeah, just do the roll thing and then say what we cast, and because definitely when you do that, I'm gonna cast Blade Ward because I'll recognize that you're like quicker than you were the last time. Little shit.
Nice.
Also, when I cast haste, because I'm a level 10 war wizard, my AC jumps by 4, not 2.
Jeez.
It's a 25.
Okay.
Nice.
Okay.
Yeah. I am so bad going through my notes here.
AC doesn't matter against Fireball.
Awesome.
You're right, but counterspell
Finger
works
of
real
death.
good.
I have counterspell too.
Nice.
Counterspell the counterspell. Yeah.
Inside through a window, Jeremiah is like looking outside, like, "Oh, for fuck's sake!"
I'm gonna cast Misty Step.
Nice. I'll do. Yeah. All right. We'll do some rolls. All right. So, you got haste. So, I guess if you both want to roll initiative, Jeremiah.
Ooh.
He walks out of the door and starts traipsing about to the front door. But that's going to take some time for him to get out there.
I got a nat 20.
Oh, really? What's your dex?
What's your dex?
There's no, I don't have pluses.
Really?
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I rolled a 19 plus 3.
Oh, okay.
Oh, that was so close. That's wild.
Wow.
That's wild.
Oh my god.
You're up haste.
You know what's nuts is my dexterity is negative, but with War Wizard you get intelligence added.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Okay. I think probably until she starts casting spells, he's just gonna try and swing at her with mace, I think.
Okay.
And he will definitely pull punch. These are non-lethal attacks for sure.
Oh, okay. All right. So if
Like-
you're using, just
would be-
go ahead and roll an attack. Roll an attack
okay.
with your mace. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to bounce back and forth between the fight and other things to kind of keep the thing, like the story going and the fight. We'll keep bouncing back and forth. A 1. Davania, you see him. You know, you can tell there's something different. He's got like this extra speed in his movement. And you cast your stuff, and you're ready. He's ready, and he takes the initiative and starts running. Oh! Trips over a pebble and stumbles. Just because of a huge miss. But with haste, you have another attack, right?
Yeah.
But he picks himself up from the stumble. You could tell he definitely hurt his toe. And surprise, another stumble. There's another large pebble, very uneven ground here in this start. He's just. Do you have anything else in this round, Aga? Okay, so he just picks himself up, trying to make it.
Standing there watching him.
You didn't see that, yeah. Nice. And what would you like to do, Davania?
I'm gonna use. Are you in front of me?
You're both within that, like, whatever 20-foot circle or whatever you drew out.
Yeah,
I
it would
feel
probably
so
be about it.
Oh Jesus. I'm just gonna this is so great. There's so many things I could do. I'm just gonna try to just hit him with my staff at first.
Okay, go ahead.
Non-lethal. If he's gonna go non-lethal for now, unless he starts going lethal, I'll do the same.
How robust do you look? Like, would she know that she could maybe get away with a spell, or do you not? I mean, you're a pretty big guy, right?
Yeah, he's like 6'2". Pretty. He's
tall?
already
Okay.
kind of stocky, and then he's also wearing like plate mail, so he's.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you
Well,
could
in
really
that
take a crack at him if you wanted to. And
In that case,
Plus, he came to play today.
he came to play. Okay.
For this, I'll say that even with magic, it won't be non-lethal. It's fun, and
do
it's something that you
firebolt.
can peter out. Okay, firebolt. Neat. Go ahead and make an attack then. A fireball or firebolt?
Firebolt.
Okay. And how do you? Oh wait, I'll let you do the same.
17.
Nope. You light up. You hit him square in the chest with it, and the ice armor just melts a little bit where you hit and consumes it. Ice grows back. He just kind of, looks down, looks back up.
Touche.
Nice. All right. Do you have a bonus action or anything you want that you can use, Davania? I guess it would probably be
cast my bonus action could be Misty Step. I can cast it and then kind of go behind.
Okay.
Like a couple feet behind him.
Nice. Aga, she just disappeared. And you, she reappears behind you in this circle. All right, we're going to jump back over to everyone else here. I'm just going to kind of go in order of my notes. I think that'll keep it. That way I can keep doing the same order. Oh my gosh. There's so much scrolling. There we go. All right. All right, that's with Aga, but mostly related to Balric here. So Galathor and Kaelin, as you're checking out the I'm going to say this is held on the bottom rung here. All these things, the vendor shops and everything are set up on the lowest layer of the city. And as you're walking around and sort of mapping it out and enjoying, the goods provided. Sorry, let me just move to the screen where you two are. There we go. You also get a sense of some overlying features of this part of the city that likely you're actually starting to match some of this up with whatever's below. There's some, especially Kaelin with your stone sense or whatever, that your understanding of stone. You can see where there's certain striations and certain structures of stone that would likely run down and continue if there were a level below this that match up with the map you have roughly. So you're getting a sense that this is definitely square over at least a good quarter of the map that you have on that parchment or leather.
Okay.
And the map does include an entrance, which would be located here in this layer of the city. Although I don't know that either of you haven't walked over there yet, and I don't know if you'd be very familiar with it, Kaelin, yet. But you know where to go if you want to at least look at it or anything like that. Not that you have to.
What time of day is it right now, Dan?
Who knows?
I think it's what, evening? Night?
Just kidding. It's tough to tell down here, but I think that you, after bamfing around, recall that it's this was morning time when you set out for this, I think. So it's probably like 10 a.m.
Oh, that early.
Yep. I think.
Interesting.
It may have been evening, but I really can't remember.
Okay. I thought it was evening, but if it's I
only say that because I think Galathor, I was saying he was polishing his shield and everyone was, I didn't watch my words, my phrasing. And that's when it broke, like he was doing it at night before bed. And then I think everyone woke up, but I could be wrong. I honestly, it doesn't really matter story wise. So if you all want to,
well, I mean, if it's like if it's nighttime, like Kaelin's not going to be going like, let's go and explore down this, this area. I mean, she'd point out these things to Galathor that she noticed. Maybe we should, it shouldn't just be, we should get a group of us to go down.
Yes. I like where your head is usually at. I don't like splitting up the group.
Good. You're okay with everyone knowing about this?
Sure, yeah. I've got nothing to hide.
Okay. All right. Well, we can, after everyone enjoys the festivities, if there's still daylight, we can try to get everyone together, or tomorrow, either one.
Sounds good. Hey, Dan, what's the tallest building in the area?
This is sort of a wealthier, ritzier section usually. So there's some moderately large buildings, tall. I mean, height-wise, maybe 35 feet up, 40 feet up. Cavern, of course, is like 120, so there's a lot of space above that. Looks like maybe a warehouse, I guess, would be the closest one that you've seen so far.
Okay.
Does that answer your question? Sorry if that totally misses
No,
your question.
no, that's totally fine. Kaylin, if you don't mind, I'm going to maybe check out this warehouse over here. I'll meet up with you guys a little later.
Do you point to where you're going towards? Is it just a regular building, Dan?
Yeah, I mean, it kind of looks like maybe a warehouse storage type building of some sort. You see some of those larger doors that often are used for loading larger goods in and out of.
Okay. All right. That's fine. Sounds good. We'll meet up later.
Okay.
Okay.
She'll watch him go towards the building.
Neat.
Curious. Has she seen any of the council people here, Dan?
No, nope. Not
She would, if she hasn't seen them here, she would definitely, and if it's daytime that we're going with, she would definitely go to the council building.
Okay. All right, you can head up. I think this is the lowest. This is the 5th floor.
Yeah, it's up on
You're
the
a
third
fourth
tier,
or
I think.
third.
Yeah.
Okay. Yep.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. So you do you want to say anything to the group before you split off? Not that you have to again, but just
No, she would ask Brewer if he wanted to go with her. But unless someone else was specifically traveling with her, no, she'd probably just go.
Okay. For anyone that is watching at all for that, then you'll see Kaylin go. Otherwise, if you're all sort of in the same area but doing your own things, so Galathor and Kaylin are not there after your next check-in. All right, I'm going to jump right back to you, Galathor, in a moment then to see what you're up to with the building. All right. Emil, is this a point where you would continue searching, or did you want to go back and check on Davania, or what would you like to do? Or check in with Airman?
Yes, since we've kind of settled into the festival, everybody's kind of going their own direction. I think Emil would circle back, start heading back to try and find Davania.
Okay. So you do so. And as you are, I'll say that that's sort of happening at the same time that Galathor and Kaylin are having their discussion. So time-wise, it'll overlap about the same time. So you'll be heading back, and as you leave the city, there's Kaylin's estate. You can see as you leave the city, this 5th floor. You can see her estate off in the distance on the right-hand side of this path, rough-hewn path that goes down to this Underdark area. And 2 little dots seem to be engaged in some sort of sparring or something like that in the front. It's kind of hard to tell from here, but you see 2 figures that seem to be clashing. You know what? I'll let them do their next round, and then I'll jump back to you to see to have you arrive at the end of this next round. Okay. All right. So Aga, round 2. What you gonna do?
He will learn quickly from the falling on his face bullshit and instead cast Fire Shield, which does not require concentration. But little wispy bits of it almost looks like steam, but they're kind of flame-shaped flames float off of him and his armor, and he gives off a little bit of light. It's hard. I think we're in the daytime, so it's difficult to see that. But
it's pretty dark down. It's just some crystals that illuminate down here anyway, so it's okay. You have a fair bit of darkness.
Okay. And then he'll just turn around because she teleported behind him, and he'll go, "That was a cute trick." And he'll kind of just shield up, wait for
her. She's gonna cast. She's gonna use her reaction to cast shield.
Sorry. To that? Okay, gotcha.
Yeah. My
reaction
now would be.
Did you make an attack, Aga? Okay, so you can, Davania, if you want. Shield will help. Like if someone's attacking you, you use it, and that raises.
Oh, that's right. Somebody's got to hit me.
Yeah.
I'll wait for it then.
Okay. Okay, sorry. So Aga, your flame armor comes up. Anything else on this particular round? Okay, and you stand there.
I just kind of taunt her a little bit with that was cute, and then try and get her to. All right, it didn't work for me, so you go ahead, make an attack. Let's see what happens then.
Nice. All right, Davania, you are up. What would you like to do?
Not burping the mic, that's for sure.
Do it. It's a good batch.
Okay. I really just want to know, but she wouldn't do that because she's supposed to be good, I guess.
Nobody's nice on a sparring mat.
No, nobody is.
Nice. Kindle.
I'm looking for something real quick. Arms of Hadar.
Oh, is that the tentacles that come up out of the ground and bludgeon him, I think? What is he? Is that
I'll have
something
to
he
make
needs to
a
do?
Strength saving throw.
Oh, strength saving throw. Nice. Okay. Go ahead.
Okay.
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. I dig it. Ooh, not great. I don't think that passes at all. I don't think even with my bonuses. Plus, yeah, no, that's an 11.
On a failed save, he takes 2d6 necrotic damage and can't take reactions until his next turn.
Oh.
That's well. Okay.
What's
Welcome
your
to the
save, Aga?
What?
What was your save again, Aga?
11. I failed.
Oh, okay. That has to fail. Yeah. All right. So go ahead and roll your damage then, Davania, and we'll get an idea for pew pews.
Nine.
Ouch.
Okay. 9 necrotic.
Nice.
And reactionless. Now, do you have anything that conflicts with that, or that undoes? Or no. Okay. All right. So no reactions for Aga. Okay. So I'm going to say inside the house, Sebastian is hustling about. I mean, it's 6 seconds round, so he's heading out. He's got another round to get to the front door to come out and sort of address, say his piece. However, as this happens, your flame armor comes up. Davania, you utter in like this infernal this spell, and these arms of Hadar, black and purple swirling tentacles come out and start beating Aga, and each strike leaves this necrotic like bruise behind where some of the damage is up. Of course, his armor takes a bunch of that, but here and there, it looks like he's got a hickey now. If it was blade, I guess that would be an exposed area. I don't know. You see, let's get back over to Emil's window here. Emil, you arrive seeing the two. There's a drawn out circle around them. They seem to be having fun as they're doing it. But you do see the two of them engaged. You're up now at the driveway.
So Emil's kind of been a little bit aimlessly wandering today. Like he left and forgot something he had to do, so coming back. So Emil's going to see it kind of stop for a moment. He is a cleric of the Luck God Hermod, and he's just going to kind of chuckle and say, I guess maybe there was a reason I arrived placing out. He'll just pull out his, I believe he has a silver wrought holy symbol. Just pull it outside of his shirt, lay it on top, and just wait for the point when a cleric is needed, I guess. He's kind of smiling and chuckling to himself.
Nice. That's amazing. Okay. Oh my goodness. Let's see more. Sorry, I really shouldn't keep the thing up because the overlay keeps cracking me up. Mort, let me get over to your window here on Zoom. Callie, no, you're totally fine, Kim. It's hilarious. I love it. Keep it up. Callie, make another perception check, actually, please, Mort, if you would.
Even better. 2 + 1, 3.
Oh no. Okay. All right. I mean, all right. So Callie seems a little less energetic than normal. I think that you don't really need a good perception roll to tell. She's usually all a buzz. But she seems to be spending more time hanging out on your shoulder, less time buzzing about checking out all these interesting things. And she'll turn to you. She'll cough a little bit. What do you think of this festival, Mort?
It's okay. I mean, it's a nice distraction from the events we've been going through lately. So, I mean, we all could use a little rest now and then from the chaos.
Yeah.
How are you doing?
I don't know. I feel a little under the weather. I don't feel too well, but I really don't want to be back under the hat right now. I like being out with you and everyone. And it's nice to see so many smiling faces out here, and all the excitement's nice. But, is there anything you want to go check out next?
More to that, no, not really. I was just hanging out. I mean, when did you not start feeling up par?
I don't know. Just this morning, maybe it was a little bit. But I think the more I was really excited when we got here, and I was trying to check all the things out, I just started feeling really tired. And then I don't know. And then I just started feeling sick. I don't know. I also feel a little homesick. Like part of me just wants, just kind of like drawn home, and I haven't really been able to be there for longer than just that little blip. I still can't just go back when I want to, and I don't know. I meant to ask Blueberry's master about it, but I totally forgot. I don't know. I don't know why I can't go back, and I don't know. I think I'm just thinking of a lot because I'm not feeling very well. But I don't want to bring you down. We've got a festival to explore.
Well, let me know. I mean, if you feel any more changes. I mean, we'll see.
Okay.
I don't know what we can do for you. Maybe Emil or Rain can give you a once over, see if there's something up with you.
That'd be nice. Maybe after the festival, so I don't take away from their fun. Yeah, I think I'd like that.
Okay. All right. Well, thanks for telling me. I mean, it's not good to, if you're not feeling well, let people know so they can help. I mean.
Okay. I was, and I mean, I guess since you're offering, I am feeling, aside from just, sick now, I'm feeling a little homesick too. And I would kind of like to know, maybe if we can make a call, or if, I don't know if you can message the, wish I had her thing up. I think she might be able to message. Wizard Ravenglass, or there was the Fae person that helped us in the tower there. She was an Eladrin, and and they're really strong and old, and maybe they might know what's going on with me too. And I love hanging out, of course, with you. I mean, gosh, you saved me, Mort. And everyone's been so kind, and I want to still be here and hang out. It'd be nice sometimes to take a little downtime here and there between our adventures, back home.
Oh,
There's a certain magic.
Who's the Eladrin you're talking about?
I
To the
think
side, Dan.
Maeve Riel from the Tears of
Oh,
Magic.
okay. All right.
I think Maeve Riel. she had the again, I don't have any of my stuff up. Sorry, but she kind of describes the form that she was in anyway.
Okay.
But no rush, and certainly not today. We've got a lot of fun ahead of us. I just, I want to. I like, you really made me feel like one of the family here, and I want to take you up on that kind of offer. It meant a lot to me.
No worries. I'll certainly, hopefully, maybe today I'll try to get a hold of somebody, either Effa or the Eladrin, and see if we can get a better idea of what, if anything's going on with you.
Okay, but no rush. Let's. There's so much to explore here, and she seems to, have a little bit of a little re-energized from the talk. And I smell baked. I think we're near the baked stuff, and we do not have a lot of that out in the Feywild, except in the big cities there. Oh, it smells good. Let's go.
All right, we'll go get some baked goods or whatever pastries or whatever she's looking for, donuts.
Yeah, nice.
Cupcakes.
Yes. Awesome.
Or maybe all of
it. Nice. All right, Erwin. I'm going to do Erwin, then we're going to come right back to Galathor. Erwin, you and Caitlin go along. Oh, let me get you back on the monitor here. There we go. And she, skipping along at bare feet and just, having the time of her life with you, very, just wide-eyed wonderment kind of thing. Oh my gosh. So, did you already introduce yourself with your name? Did she introduce?
Yeah, that we introduced name. We exchanged names and shook hands, and then we're like, food.
Yeah, nice. Erwin. Oh wow, this is really fun, and we've got this. It's like this festival never ends. How much more stuff? How many more stalls can there be?
I don't know, but there's a lot, and I really like listening to you talk about magic. You are so smart.
Oh no, you are. And I like your. Do you have any of your runes on?
If she ate something particularly delicious, she may have just activated one just from like joy.
Awesome. Is that the forehead one?
Nice. Yeah, that's the forehead one. Yeah.
Oh wow. Is that you have there's a rune on your face. Did you know this?
Yeah.
Does it come off? And she kind of like on your forehead.
I'll let her do that. And it's like, nope. I can make them glow, see, and I'll hold up my hands and I'll go,
ding. She sticks her head out like she's trying to do it on hers. Is it there? Is there one?
I'll pull a piece of chalk out of my and draw one on her forehead.
I feel something. I feel something.
You got it.
Oh, it's powdery. I can feel it. Ha! Now we're twinsies.
I love it.
Let's see. So, what brings you here? I don't see a lot of people that aren't like dwarves here, and everyone kind of has a sad story. Do you have a sad story? I can take it. I've heard lots of sad stories.
I mean,
lots.
Grew up at home. Left my village to, go study at a magical college.
Yes.
How old does she look, Dan?
Oh, I'm gonna say maybe. I'm gonna put her around 9.
Is she a human?
She does appear to be human. Mm-hmm.
Okay, I was just it didn't work out so well. I had some teachers that were kind of jerks,
Were
so
they strict?
Yeah, just not a good time. And then my friends who are everyone's all kind of scattered about. They found me and they rescued me from these jerks, and I've been traveling with them ever since. So I helped them because they helped me.
I see. So they rescued you. Were you? Did your teachers capture you? Were they like the teachers that hurt you kind of teachers?
Yeah. But she'll kind of get some more donuts and just eat like an entire one.
For me?
Yeah, she'll give her one too. And just just I don't like thinking about that that time. I don't remember a lot of it, to be honest. So but now we're here and these are delicious.
So, she you scarf your donuts down and she takes both your hands and clasps them into hers. So, you're still hurt.
I struggle with it, yeah.
Well, I think that we need to make this right. And you feel this incredible washing magical energy start to wash over you.
Can I insight check?
Go for it.
What her... oh, geez. This is not a good insight character.
The other 7 were...
Sorry. That's a 3.
Okay.
She's just like crap.
Nice. You're too struck by the tidal wave of warmth and arcana that begins to flow over you. And so mentally, it's sort of like, imagine like a sci-fi setting where they have a computer, like a floating computer screen, right? There's no screen. You know how they drag and slide things around, all 3D. So,
Iron Man.
Yeah, exactly. So all of your pain is in this little tiny square in the middle. And it's as though she's grabbed it and opened it up and expanded it. So you can clearly see every point of pain, not in a suffering way, just in a very analytical way. All the points of pain, you see all the joy, all the excitement leading up to the shock of effectively being captured, and then every bit of cruelty and torture, everything along the way, back around to being saved, being sprung from that prison, and every little bit recovering. And you can just see from a very disconnected analytical view all of this damage that's been done to you. And it's sort of like you're in your mind for a moment. So the scene around you falls apart and you're just seeing this. And it almost looks like a dark night sky with white little dots like constellations connecting with little green flowing strings of energy. And oh gosh, make a religion check with advantage, please.
Oh boy.
I wish I had all my notes for this, so I'm not going to do it justice. I'm sorry.
Natural 20.
Okay.
So that's just a 20.
Still, thank goodness for that.
Yeah.
All right. It's sort of in the center of the collective life that you've lived in these points, but in a layer behind it, you see her form, right? This little cropped hair, childish form, like on the opposite side of it, sort of looking at it with you. And behind her falls almost like a halo-like circle with 7 stars in circle, like 7 encircled stars, and a stream of ribbons of those blue lights just flowing down to the bottom of the circle like a symbol. You recognize this as the symbol of Mistra. the goddess over magic. And she kind of walks through the different dots of light over to you. You've been so interested, so pure, and your love of magic is so sincere, genuine. What was done to you was sometimes the way of things here in the mortal world, but nothing you deserved. I would like you to trust me to help you in healing from this. Not forgetting, but finding a way to overcome each of these dots you see here, to strengthen your spirit, your resolve, to learn how to take these things and see the strength you've obtained from them. Your love of magic is what drew my attention to you. I wish I could stay a little longer and try more traits. I'm always going to be with you from here on out. Take some time and think about it. And just shoot me a prayer, okay? If you feel ready for it, shoot me a prayer and we'll start our work, okay? What do you say? Will you think about it?
Yeah.
You kind of, down your cheeks. Don't lose that, okay? Don't lose that, those wide eyes and that wonder for everything that's magic, all right? You're one of my precious rune children. You stay safe. I'll do my best.
Wait.
We'll get you answers, Erin. We'll get you answers, okay? But some of those are big answers. And it's probably best to get them one at a time or a couple at a time. And after we get you healed up a bit, okay? Those people, they've paid. I made sure that they didn't have access to their magic when those ruffians came calling to their university, which is why it's in ruins now. They paid their price, but now it's time for you to heal up, okay? You think about it, I know it's a lot. You enjoy these donuts on my behalf. The rest of this, at least this street we were on, you eat everything and all you can at those stalls for me and you, all right? Okay, we'll get you back, okay, Erin?
I hug her.
Oh, she gives a nice hug too, a nice strong hug. Okay, all right. Okay, I gotta go. You take care, okay? You give me that prayer when you're ready, okay?
Thank you.
Of course. She gives a wave and turns and runs off into the darkness, and you hear the crowds kind of overtake your senses again, and then kind of snacks back. She's no longer standing there in front of you. There's a vendor at a stall like, do you want another? Is that it?
Can I have like 12 more?
Of course. All right.
Yeah.
Digs up a bunch of whatever item he's selling there.
Erin's gonna drown herself in donuts, and how much, I don't know. Just tell me how much it all costs at the end.
They're delicious, but they're not gonna be super expensive. It's like maybe 3 silver for maybe 2 silver for a dozen. They're not. They're good.
Well, also she's been paying for everything the whole day too.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'll get you a tally.
Okay.
And Galathor, yeah, we can. Is it all right if I get you right after the bio, Galathor? Is that going to mess you up? Okay, cool. So you see someone stumble out of what seems to be a very, very, very makeshift porta-john. Oh, do not go in there. Oh, give it some room to breathe. And that's where we'll take our bio break. Classy as always. You're welcome.
So classy.
The following D&D campaign is
All
rated
right,
TV, MA,
I'll catch you
LSVED.
in 10
It
minutes
contains
if I can
strong
figure
language,
out how
sexual
to
situations,
shut my
violence,
video off.
extreme nerdiness, and dramatic player characters.
Nope.
It is intended only for
Boop.
mature
Cover it
audience.
with a.
Viewer discretion is
Oh,
advised.
I was gonna say cover it with a towel.
The following D&D campaign is rated TV, MA, LSVED. It contains strong language, sexual situations, violence, extreme nerdiness, and dramatic player characters. It is intended only for mature audience. Viewer discretion is advised. The following D&D campaign is rated TV, MA, LSVED. It contains strong language, sexual situations, violence, extreme nerdiness, and dramatic player characters. It is intended only for mature audience. Viewer discretion is advised. The following D&D campaign is rated TV MA LSVED. It contains strong language, sexual situations, violence, extreme nerdiness, and dramatic player characters. It is intended only for a mature audience. Viewer discretion is advised.
For not putting a thing over my camera at first and shutting it off.
Broke everything.
For real.
Kim was in tears.
Yeah, that's awesome. No, what have I done?
Hi, Dan.
Hi. I done messed up.
As punishment, we all get advantage on checks and saving throws for the rest of the night.
I'm shaking.
Awesome.
My hands are like literally shaking. Oh gosh.
You all right, Mariah?
I don't know if you saw, but a neighbor down the street house caught on fire, and so yeah.
What?
Yeah, I wasn't home, thank goodness. Or I would be freaked out even more. But anyway, everybody's all right.
Thank goodness.
Family and I are fine. It wasn't like it was like a house behind us, so it's all good. It's not good. Oh no, I need to be quiet.
Suckers, it's all yeah. No, I gotcha. Scary, yeah. Wow.
It's scary when your sister calls you saying, "Hey, don't go down the road that you normally get to go home. There's a fire," thinking it's your own home that is on fire.
No. Well, I'm glad it wasn't your house, and I'm glad everyone's okay in theirs.
Hot mics, and we're live while she's adjusting the stuff. Just to remind everybody.
Thank you. Sorry about that, Kim.
I have this feeling that I should start wearing black scarves for Davania.
Cosplay.
Like, yes, I can actually order her clothes if I wanted to, because the clothes that I picked for her are clothes that I like online shop and stuff. So
nice. You can cosplay her every time you play. That's awesome.
And like, I did used to wrap my hair, so I have tons of scarves still.
Oh, just fair warning, if you hear a dog bark, if you hear a dog bark, my sister has a St. Bernard puppy.
This thing just won't go down.
Yeah.
It's adorable.
Oh my god. Why did I pick the thin scarves? Shut up, Dan.
Sorry. That's awesome.
I'm not, this is not. I'm gonna have to remind everybody. It's like, this is not appropriation. This is cosplay.
Nice.
I'm gonna have to put a pin or something.
Nice. Davania coming at you.
something like that. It won't stay. Ugh.
Mm.
I know, Danny, doesn't it look funny?
It's awesome. It was legit Davania.
Because I've been thinking about it for the last couple of weeks, and I was like, because I think I forget that she has a mask, and she like
Right.
has the scarves and stuff, and so like.
That's really cool.
Do that.
Plus skills to get it on like that. I would have so much trouble.
Well, these are like really thin, so it's easier to do with heavier scarves. Heist time! Woo!
Nice. Got my fruity pebbles. I haven't had this in years.
Oh my god, you're having fruity pebbles? I'm so jealous. I am so jealous.
I haven't had this in years. It's so good.
I imagine so.
Got soggy really quickly though. Because
Yeah,
I can find
no,
I'm a Yankee. I can find it.
You have to shovel cocoa and fruity pebbles in. Like you just have to shovel it in, or else it just gets nasty.
Drink and chew. Yeah.
Nasty.
Pebbles is so hard to eat slow. Like you cannot eat it slow. Never mind. I'm 12 again. Okay.
I never got past 12. Perpetually stuck there. Oh look, it covers my webcam, and I can wipe up my face with it.
Wow. You're just living the dream, man. You're living the dream.
Forget it. This is great. Everything I needed was right back here. I got my coffee maker. My fridge it's like an L-shaped kitchen. So the fridge is in here. He did some. No, I didn't. I was going to heat something up.
Tricks. I have like this huge bag of Trix cereal that I get only because I remember as a kid, and I just like eat it. It's so good.
Nice. Yeah. Oh my gosh! Though I tried Fruit Loops. This was like 3 years ago. I hadn't had it since I was a kid, and it was so disgusting when I had it like 3 years ago. I'm like, they changed this so much.
Oh really? I used to love Fruit Loops growing up.
I loved it as a kid.
Yeah.
But you know, whatever they've done to it since.
Maybe your tastes have refined, Dan.
I feel like your tastes have changed since an adult.
Although he is eating Fruity Pebbles, so they haven't matured that much. So
I may have Cocoa Puffs under here as well.
Underwear?
Oh, the counter. This is
okay.
The cereal goes in this cupboard.
Got you.
In the vein of the late great Meow Meow, I'm not wearing any underpants.
Nice.
It's canon now. Dan keeps Cocoa Puffs in his underwear. Got
right.
it.
Oh, I don't wear underwear, so joke's on you.
Great.
Oh, you want some Cocoa Puffs? Sure. How about it? You stick out.
You've crafted underwear out of Cocoa Puffs.
There we go. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, it's amazing.
Yeah, Rain, if you need to see your character stats, Mariah, you can you can pull up FG. On the login screen, there's a tab called a little button that says Manage Characters. You can click on that, click on Stormfall, and then you can look at your character stats. You can't change anything, but you can see all your stuff.
But it's only like 25 cents for every 5 minutes of viewing your character sheet or something.
No, it's not.
Just kidding.
I'm trying to recompose myself.
Yes.
To where my anxiety doesn't flare up.
Absolutely.
Yep, it's tough. But you've got this. Yep. I automatically went to deep breathing. That's funny. I heard you say that, caught myself.
When I do that, I make myself yawn.
That's great. That's my go-to. Is that deep breathing? It's fantastic.
Yin yoga is a good one.
Yoga's good.
What about sweaty yoga or hot yoga, whatever it's called? Have you ever done that?
No, I haven't, but
I
I
haven't.
mean, whatever floats your pickle, you know?
Nice.
Pickles
do float to you. Oh, awesome. Float your pickle. That's fantastic.
I mean, you know.
I love
Anybody here barking?
No.
Okay, good. I have my Yeti mic plugged in, so.
Oh my stars.
Right, I have to hear her bark for a little bit. I'm not.
I don't hear anything, so.
You guys don't, but I have to hear it.
Oh. Nice. Whatever floats your pickle. Yep, entertainment since 5 years old.
Yeah.
In bath time.
For some of us.
Oh, I used to have this super cute little turtle. It was like a little plastic turtle.
Okay. I was wondering where this is going. Okay.
Dan, yeah.
Yeah.
Stop that story right there.
Yeah.
Don't ruin turtles for me.
I mean, I did play the TVMA like 6 times.
Oh, good. Then we're clear. I used to love it. And it floated upside down. So like its shell was underwater and its belly was upright and its 4 little legs and its little head was like, ugh. But it was like a soap holder for bath time. It had a little indent where you could put the soap. Ooh, I don't know, just random damn memory.
Yeah.
It's so adorable. Oh, I love that thing so much. And an alligator comb I got from the Mystic Aquarium. Green comb, and that alligator shaped as an alligator with all the teeth and body. I haven't combed my hair in about 30 years, but I did when I was a kid, and I love it. Oh, I wouldn't get a comb near my hair now. Forget it. Oh my gosh. Nope. There may be a few lost in there. Oh, this chair. Oh man, I really should have just brought out my proper chair.
Yeah.
I wasn't thinking.
Now I'm sad, Dan.
Oh no, why is that?
Because I didn't know there was an aquarium in Mystic. I visited Mystic and I did not know there was an aquarium there.
Oh, should I tell you how amazing it is?
No. Oh man.
I hear it's pretty boring.
Yes, incredibly boring. Yes. Yeah, there's a seaport. It's like a bunch of gift shops. Forget that. Yeah. I've been to the one in Boston. I've been to the one in DC. I've been to where was that other one? I don't know. I've been to one somewhere else in another state. But Mystic is maybe because I grew up there, but also because I really like the content. It's fun as a childhood thing, at least. Bummer. Do you plan on making your way through again? Was that for biking or was that?
Yeah, that was the trip that I ended up visiting Rhode Island by bike. I started in Mystic. So.
Oh, okay.
All right, Dan. Sam said to go ahead and start without her. She's helping to put the kids to bed.
Okay. With the club. No, just kidding.
Wow.
Good night, children.
Wow.
Just kidding. Oh. I tell the kids, you don't have to go to sleep, but you have to be quiet and lay in bed.
Mm-hmm.
And typically, they'll be asleep shortly after that. Liam's he likes to. I'm a night owl and an early bird. He says he's 7.
Yeah, you can be a night owl and an early bird at 7.
Yeah. He likes to stay up and read it. We have reading time for all of them. They have a half an hour reading time before they go to bed. It's mandatory, which I love anyway because I grew up doing it. But Liam's he has a stack of little books like this big, and he'll sit up by the end of his bed by the night light and just read and read and read. That's why he always coming down in the middle of things because he's like, I can't go to sleep. Stop reading and lay your head down on the pillow.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he's a kitty.
Sorry, completely off topic. I was looking at photos of the Mystic Aquarium.
Oh,
Apparently you can have weddings there, and the wedding pictures are just insanely amusing.
Nice. That's awesome.
It's just like people getting married, and there's a beluga whale behind them.
Surprise! Day wedding photos, yeah. And bless you.
It's a raid.
Hi.
Zosmaris, hello. Welcome to Stormfall. I'll be DMing from my kitchen tonight. Have my computer dead. I says, yay. You can see my lovely kitchen, my lovely wine. Is it sad that I got this today?
Wow.
It's almost gone, Dan.
It's been a good day.
Yep.
There is more than one adult in the house, so.
Yeah. It's not me. Hint.
Yeah, we'll go with that.
There's one.
I love that. Yeah,
There's one,
that's it.
and it is not me. Facts. Nice. You get me, Big Jim. Yeah, that's awesome. Danny, good. Nice. All right. While Kim gets the rest of the things set up, I will get us back underway since we just got our raid here. So we just had a delightful. Nice. We just got our had a precious moment between Caitlin Moonsong and Aaron. Caitlin Moonsong. So now that it's been sort of revealed that this is Mistra, looking to aid Aaron in some healing. Precious, yeah. Did it not come across that way? Oops.
I'm just still really suspicious. It's fine.
That's awesome. Meta-wise, some folks will know that Caitlin Moonsong is in fact an avatar of Mistra, and has a couple different forms along those lines. In case anyone did their research with the name last week, or maybe that's just me that has to pick everything apart and research everything. So we ended up with that. However, we now have Galathor having excused himself from Kaelin after finding the largest building in the area, apparently a large warehouse building here. We're on the lowest level of the Dwarven city, the ancient Dwarven city of Khal Daruhl, where there's a giant. Kaelin has her estate. She's a member of the board. The council, the Wraithstar Forge is down in the Underdark below here. There's some other cavernous section below the city that a couple of them are looking to explore. And Galathor heads over now to that large building. Well, what would you have in mind, Galathor?
Some recreational breaking and entering.
Nice.
He's gonna try to gain access to the inside and hopefully get on the roof.
Oh, okay. Yeah, make an investigation check as you sort of, you're nonchalantly walking about, checking over here.
Yeah, can I use the brand new dice roller from D&D Beyond? Are you okay with that?
Absolutely, yes.
Investigation, you said?
Please. Yeah, I forgot that they added dice. I saw an email or something about it. That's so cool.
Got a 13 minus 1 is 12.
That's sufficient. I mean, the place is close. It's not locked down. It's not high security. It's maybe moderate, but there's no guards around or anything. It's just locked, closed and locked. Easy enough to gain access. There's a couple alleyways on either side of the building, and sort of a storage area, an open storage area in the back, like a parking lot, except for a bunch of crates that have yet to be put inside the building. So you go around and you were able to find a door along one side in the alleyway and one behind a large stack of crates in the back. If you want to gain access through a door, there's also windows.
Yeah, Galathor's gonna try the entryway with the crates nearby because that'll probably be some additional cover, so it's not seen.
Okay. How would you like to try and enter? Do you have thieves' tools you'd like to use, or you want to brute strength it?
Thieves' tools, yeah.
Nice. Which, of course, would just be Dex plus proficiency, plus your, whatever your Dex modifier is, obviously. D20.
Yep. So Dex plus proficiency, you said. So that would just be like a Dex saving throw.
Yeah. If you're proficient in it, yeah. As long as you add if you have anything else to that, like any items that boost it, you can do that too.
No. So let's see. That's going to be.
I'm sorry. Do you have a bonus? Are you proficient in sleight of hand? Do you have any sort of bonus to sleight of hand that would be? If that would give you a higher roll, then you can use sleight of hand too.
No, it's all about the same. But I rolled 15 plus 7, which is 22.
Yeah. This lock is no match for you. You easily and quietly are able to unlock this door. And this one sort of slides open. It's still a regular human-sized door, but slides into the wall and you're able to close it back up behind yourself. And lock it if you wish to.
I won't lock it. I'll just mumble to myself, I guess Helm wasn't with them, and then head on in and try to get to the roof.
Okay. Yep. You head up a few different stairways. There's an access point to get up onto the roof. That door, you're inside. You turn the lock and open the door and step out. You're now on the roof overlooking the Festival of Quartz that's taking place over the city. There's a lot of roaring from the streets that flows up here.
While I was in the warehouse, did I notice what kind of warehouse it was?
Let's see. Yeah, you would have seen some of it is simply a lot of it's materials for crafting. So stone, long lengths of stone, lumber, other things like that. Seems to be a construction warehouse.
Gotcha. Okay. Galathor's just going to take the map out and kind of like rotate it around different which ways to see how it best matches up with the city up here. And then you also mentioned that there was an entryway that's shared between the map and this level.
Yes. Yeah. Yes. With the information Kaylin shared with you, you quickly match that up as you spin the map around the different pillars and striations and other things that must fall through given the detail on the map. You from here can line up the entry point to a smaller size building amongst several other smaller size buildings that are clearly used also for some type of or at least they appear like storage. They each have 2 heavy wooden doors. They're only about a block and a half away and clearly visible. There's nothing in your way because you've got the whole back half of this property is open storage. So you're able to see the center. There are 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9 buildings. The one in the center would be your best guess as to the one that must have some access further down.
Sounds good.
And about a quarter of the city lines up with about a quarter of the map overlays the city, and the rest kind of goes off out past the city exterior.
Galathor was just going to people watch from up here for a little bit, and then keep an ear out for anybody sneaking up on him. Just to hang out up here.
Oh, okay, nice. Yeah, it's an interesting vibe up here. It is nice to have a bit of the peace and quiet. Some of the luminescence from the stones up here, and the cavernous area above you, and all the hubbub from down below, and the dancing lights as people walk up and down the street and get their goods. You go make a perception check to see if anyone's keeping an eye on you or anything.
Yeah, about those. 7 minus 1 is a 6.
Ooh, coast seems clear. Seems pretty safe and sound. There is a lot of viewable area here, so it'd be really easy for you to spot somebody. So you're doing all right. Okay. Let's see. We had Emil back to the thing. We had Davania and Aga, Kaylin, and we're okay. Let me hop back to. Let me flip my screen here. Oh my goodness. Aga. Oh wait, is Rob not back?
No, he's not.
Okay. In that case, Rain. Oh wait, Rain's not here.
I'm back.
Oh, okay, cool.
Wow, everybody's disappearing.
Yeah. Oh, everybody. Rain. Last we saw you had received a raven. And unfortunately, Mallow couldn't, once you accepted the raven, Mallow couldn't be there. There was some sort of clash between having Mallow, for viewers, that is, Mallow's a luck dragon. Still tiny enough to only go like across the shoulders twice, the loop around a full loop once, much akin to the Neverending Story. It also can go onto one's skin and become a whole back, like a Yakuza tattoo. Like sleeves and across the back and everything. Beautiful dragon tattoo, which is where it was residing on Rain until she, accepted the raven, and it had to kind of be one or the other. So Mallow is currently in her regular luck dragon form, sitting atop Kaylin's shoulder. And Rain, you have your raven. Everyone's headed off to this party except Aga and Davania that have stayed behind. They've gotten into sort of another round of what do you call it, sparring. Emil has just returned, and he's sort of waiting patiently to see who's going to need healing. Everyone else is in the city of Khal Daruhl, exploring this festival, which I think is where you went, but I can't recall.
Yep. Yes, I was with Erwin.
Okay.
Yeah.
So Erwin has she ended up separating from you for a little bit. She got caught up with a cool kid, and they were talking about magic and eating food and everything else. You spot Erwin now though down the street, buying like a dozen donuts right now.
She's just sitting there like covered in powdered sugar, just just like an utter shock.
Awesome.
I think last week I said Rain was going to try to find like a dress shop to find something, since I would assume since her new body, her dress would be like above the knees. So
mini skirt, yeah. It's tough to breathe in this. Yeah.
Yes. So
okay.
That's
definitely spot. Well, there's stalls out here, like street vendors, and they have curtain areas to change and try things on. Honestly, a lot of it is Dwarven, but not all of it. You do find a couple of these larger stall areas. They're more like under tents, large canopy tents with a small like curtain area that do in fact have something more befitting a human.
Okay. Trying to find like the same aesthetic that the gothic aesthetic, like Lolita gothic kind of aesthetic,
like Wednesday Addams.
sort of, but like more lacy, like
okay,
lacy,
really cute.
Yes.
Look it up, Dan. Really cute.
Nice.
Yeah.
Lolita is so adorable. I love it.
Oh.
That same aesthetic that.
Sure.
So.
You're supplies pretty limited in that. But the thing is, these very excluded, separated rather, the dwarves here have it for so many generations, haven't dealt with the outside world, so they have no clue about fashion outside. So they find some stuff that's actually probably from like styles from 40 years ago that are coming back around now in that style. So it's a limited supply, but you do find at least one complete wardrobe of just not quite, they're just normal clothes. They're not traveling clothes per se, maybe traveling-ish clothes. They're comfortable. They fit that aesthetic. They're, you can move around in them comfortably. They're not restrictive. And they charge you, oh gosh, I wish I had a working computer. It's, whatever traveler's clothes are, I think it's like 5 gold pieces. It's not much. If that's right. I don't know.
I can look it up for you real quick. I have my player's handbook.
Actually, let me have someone else look it up, and then we can role play. If that's cool, if you don't mind. If someone else.
No. I got it.
Okay, thanks.
Thanks, Kim.
Thank you.
Thanks,
All right.
Kim.
So they ask for however much money it is, and as long as you're willing, we can retcon it if not. You now have your new set of clothes, and you see, maybe after you get your clothes, you come out and you see Aaron went across down the street a little bit, just like buying another big bag of something from a vendor. 2 gold. Okay, 2 gold pieces. Thank you. Do you want to approach Aaron? Perfect. Thank you very much, Kim. Do you want to approach Aaron, or do you want to do something else while this big festival's going on? There's festival lights hung up, paper lanterns, a lot of stone-based artwork.
Rain is gonna look around for a little bit, and then after that, they are gonna head back to the estate into the temple.
Oh, okay.
Because I cast Temple of Gods.
That's 24 hours, right? I think. Yeah.
Yep.
Okay, so you see her, and she seems pretty content. All the powdered sugar on her, you can see from here. You're like, okay, I'm gonna head back, and so you do. And just to kind of keep a timeline going, I'm gonna say you approach, you leave the city down the streets, or the rough path. You see Kalen's estate in the distance. You see a couple people clashing in the front yard, and then a very distinct Emil. Just sitting patiently as you approach, you see that it's Davania and Aga having another sparring match. They seem to be enjoying themselves. It's not a fight; it's just a sparring match. And Warren seems to be there. Warren, shame on you, Dan. Emil seems to be there. Oh, I think I lost her. I'll give her a second. Let's see who else is doing stuff. Okay, and you see Emil there, sort of waiting, watching the two, Aga and Davania, sparring, in a friendly way. He's just waiting to see who's going to need to be healed, and as you approach the estate, you're not quite to your church yet. Okay,
seeing Aga and Davania spar, I'm just gonna watch from a distance.
Okay. Okay, perfect. Do you watch near Emil at all, or are you finding a different spot? The yard's pretty big, so there's room to do your own thing, of course.
I'm just gonna sit and if there's a tree nearby.
There is actually. There's one petrified tree here. Yep. Okay, it's pretty close to the fight. You're able to sort of across. It's on the opposite side of Emil.
Is Mello still on me, and is the Raven following me at all?
Raven's following you, and in fact, on your shoulder. Mallow is on Kalen now, just on her shoulders.
Okay, so the Raven's following me. Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
It can fly. It'll do kind of what you want, what you will it to do.
Okay. Sweet.
Okay. Sits down. Hello. Okay, so with that, let's make that Aga magic happen. Aga, round 3. Bring it home.
Okay, Aga. Arms of Hadar is still up, right?
Mm-hmm. Oh, is there anything that happens on the start of your turn or at the end of it from Arms of Hadar? And is there any difficulty in movement?
Yes and yes.
No, thank you. That's cigar. That's awesome. Thank you, Kim. All right, Davania, what happens with the spell at the start of his turn?
I'm reading what's on Fantasy Grounds.
Okay.
It's in chat.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Pool is starting as to who's going to win here, I think.
Uh-oh. He already did his strength saving throw. Does he have to do one each turn? I know he can't make any reactions.
Let me pull it up on my thing.
He can't take reactions until his next turn.
Let's see.
You invoke the power of Hadar, the Dark Hunger. Tendrils of dark energy erupt from you and batter all creatures within 10 feet of you. Each creature in that area must make a strength saving throw. On a failed save, a target takes 2d6 necrotic damage and can't take reactions until its next turn. On a successful save, the creature takes half damage, but suffers no other effects. I don't know what level you cast it at, but there is an additional 1d6 per spell slot, 2nd level or higher.
Is that instantaneous or is it concentration up to a time?
No, it's instant. It is instant.
And she cast it at 1st level. She did the 2d6. So each creature in yours makes strength saving throw. So you are in that area at the start of your turn. So
if it's instantaneous, it already happened.
It already happened. That was my it was my fault. I'm sorry.
It's all good.
Okay.
Okay, I just wanted to know what I was working with.
I just got excited by tentacles. I'll leave you alone.
And then they faded away.
God, is that you?
Tentacles, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. He'll kind of more neat tricks, and then he'll take a step in her direction, and he will cast Booming Blade. And smack her with the mace if it'll hit. Let's see if it'll work this time.
Get it. Things get real.
I think it's gonna hit.
That's an 18 plus 3, so I think that one hits for the 21. And then he's going to use his hasted action to attack again, which is only a 7, so I think that misses. And then
can I use my reaction to
can
myself after the first hit? Yeah.
You can try.
I'll try.
Counter spell.
5. So what's your normal AC?
Mine?
Yeah.
It's 10.
Your normal AC is 10. Oh, brutal. So it's up to 15, so he would still get through. The shield adds 5 to your...
I told you I'm a squishy.
Nice. But you see her cling, but it's just pushes through.
Double check Booming Blade really quick and see if it on a hit. Okay. Yep. So it's just... Ooh. I rolled a 6 on damage. That's 9? 6 plus 3. Yep. 9 points of bludgeoning damage. And then Aga will literally just use his movement to step 5 feet back out of her range.
Nice. Okay. Go ahead, mark down. Oh, it looks like you already did Davania. Whatever damage
I'm doing my math in my notebook.
Nice.
And stuff.
Oh,
so.
I love notebooks. I love this game so much. Okay. Davania, you're up. You just got. Oh, actually, Aga, what does that look like? What is this? What's thundering blade?
There's kind of a air over a hot road, kind of a fuzz around her, but other than that, nothing is happening.
Oh.
You counterspelled my shield?
No, it took effect. It just wasn't enough to stop.
I did actually say counterspell when she said.
Oh crap!
Yeah, he did.
So
okay, I just wanted to clarify that.
Yeah, all right.
Yeah, I said it because I didn't know what her AC was. I just saw her casting a spell, and he was like,
Nice. Yeah, it fades out in your hands. All right. So you both used your reaction. Awesome. All right. What would you like to do, Davania?
Do I get another reaction?
Your next reaction will be after his turn. Or once his turn starts,
I'm
rather.
just like thinking out loud.
It's heater out your hand, the spell.
Hold on, I'm reading something.
Nice. Oh, I love it when a spell makes me giddy.
I'm just like,
what?
okay. Let's see. So I'm gonna give him a smirk and like a nod of understanding of okay. I see you. And I think I should be able to use my staff to cast. Oh, where is it? Freaking hell, where is it? Where is it? Come on.
Finger of death. No, what? No.
I really do want to do that.
Do it.
No lie. I really do.
Kill the traitor.
She's starting to get what?
God, is that you?
It was God again. It's fine.
Oh man.
I'd like to use my monthly inspiration and give it to Davania.
Nice. Okay.
I want to use my staff of power to hit him.
That's awesome, Rob.
With fuck, should I do?
Do it if you're real.
Huh?
It said do it if you're real. Go all in.
Get it.
Okay, balls deep, fireball.
Okay.
Ooh, fireball. Nice. Okay.
Okay.
All right. So you line up. Let me think. 20 things. So there's enough room. Davania's behind you. Emil is out away. So the two of them won't have to worry about this. You can center it on him. All right. But Aga's used his reaction to counter spell.
Yes.
Oh,
However,
Davania, you see that thing? Like, boom.
However,
it's fireball at 5th level.
I am hasted, so I get advantage on dexterity saving throws.
Okay.
And I am a tiefling, so I'm resistant to fire.
Nice. All right, make your dex save, Aga. Oh, with advantage then.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think that's enough.
What'd you get?
15.
Oh, I need to roll still too.
No, not yet.
No?
No, this is
Okay.
just your spell save DC, which is what is your your sorceress? What is your charisma modifier? Is it a +5? I feel like it was a +5.
Yeah, it was a +5.
Yeah. Yep. And yeah.
18 is your DC.
So he fails. So now you can roll all that damage for 5th level fireball.
Oh, how many is that? Oh,
That
God.
should be.
How many that is? The 8s?
8.
Yes.
How
8
many?
plus 2, so
Your
10
D6s.
10d6.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, thank you. I have 10d6.
Hey.
Give me 1 second.
Oh boy.
Oh
boy.
Feel so good.
This
Even if
this
it's
is
low, it's
this
just
is the
feels
greatest feeling in the world, is to hold a handful of dice and then just roll them and go fireball.
good. Nice.
Oh man. Isn't this gonna be fun? Oh man. Okay. All right.
Mm-hmm.
38.
Okay, you point your staff, and this beam of fire rushes into a giant ball of
But
fire.
that's reduced to
Half. Yep. So 38.
15 and
so
4, 19.
19. Yep. So you see it strike him. It doesn't do quite as much damage as you're intending. This ice armor kind of melts a little bit and takes some of it, and you see in his skin it sort of kind of glances off a bit. But there's a little singe here and there, and some hair and some skin, and it definitely still burns in a few places. But Aga with a grin on his face, or so I imagine anyway. Still like,
Oh
I
yeah,
don't know.
devilish, devilish as hell.
Amazing. Okay. All right. With the two of them doing that, I'm sorry, Davania, do you have any bonus actions you want to use?
Oh,
or...
yeah, let me-
I just had to double check. I didn't lose
Actually-
concentration.
Actually, said bonus action. So what this? Nope, that's an action. Oh, I already used it. Where is it? I'm looking, guys. I'm looking.
No, you're good.
Actually, I'm going to, after that happened, I'm going to sit down cross-legged on the ground and lay my staff across my legs and just sit there and just look at him.
Oh, that's like a badass taunt. She just sits down, lays her staff across her lap.
You okay over there?
Nice.
Look a
All
little
right,
singed.
He's not bloody yet, and he's a wizard.
Awesome. All right, so I will check in then with Emil. Watching this, or anything you want to do, or are you still just assessing?
No, everybody seems fine. Just let it go.
Okay. Then I will jump over to Mortimer. You're still exploring things with Khal. You've seen most of the festival at this point. You look around, and most people aren't there anymore. It seems to be, I think, just you and Khal at this point. You're not sure where Kaelin or Galathor went off to, and you had seen Erwin and Rain bounce earlier, and Emil, maybe Emil, I don't know, it's hard to see Emil. And you're just, what would you like to do? With Callie, you hear coughing on and off here and there, but she's still doing her best to entertain it and not prevent you from having any fun. She doesn't want you to miss any fun.
Since I don't see anybody around, I'm probably figuring everybody's just going to go head back to the estate when they're done. So I will start trudging back to the estate with Callie.
Okay. She nestles in on your shoulder. Whew. It was a lot of fun. That's definitely don't have things like, I mean, we have lots of parties and stuff in the Fae, but this is really different. I liked all the stone. That was cool. And food. Yeah. And she sort of talks, and you can tell she's actually drifting off. She's starting to fall asleep. She's on your shoulder. And speech starts to slow down, gets a little more mumbly until at one point you look over and she's balancing a magic, whatever she's balancing up there. But she's just sort of like laying over your shoulder, asleep. And you find your way all the way back. You exit the city. Same thing. You as you exit the city, you see down the beaten path down to Kaelin's estate, way off in the distance there. You see this big fireball erupt in the front, and two people seem to be. But you also see two figures. One sitting by a tree, nice and patiently. One of the two figures just sits down and cross-legged. And you see maybe Emil or another individual here that's also just sort of watching outside. You also see someone rushing out of the front door. But what would you like to do? You approach and you see the scene.
Okay, if I take it, I see Rain's off under a tree or by a tree. If I see Emil, I'll probably wander up to Emil and just sort of look at the two going at it. It's like, you think they would have had enough from the tower?
You think?
Emil, if you do me a favor, Callie says she has not been feeling well. I don't know if there's anything you can do or look at her, or but I'm going to, when I get a chance, message a couple people, maybe see if I can get some more insight into why she's not feeling well.
Bees.
Bees.
I figured that's just Dan.
Yeah,
Yeah, I thought that was Dan. Yeah.
There's bees in your house.
I don't know if Emil would know whether or not a heal spell would help her out. I suspect not. Let me take a quick look at his spell list, but I think he would ask Mort if Mort has any insight into what kind of spell, medicine, or effect might.
Okay, what kind of check should I roll?
You can do. It depends on what you want to base it in. You can do medicine if you want to get a more physical ailment, like roll, or if you want to do Arcana for magic-based things, you can do that.
Yeah, let's do Arcana because she's a sort of a magical creature. So
Mm-hmm.
let's see what could be affecting her.
Yeah, sorry, I don't have Luster Restorations, so I don't have much that could help, but we'll...
Okay. 13 plus 10, 23.
Okay. Let's see. You're sort of pulling together. You know that it's typically a lot of Fae creatures can travel easily from the Fae to the Prime, and it's one thing to travel there. It's another to be summoned and then left here, and that may be so at the root of this. Possibly, it's really difficult to say, but I think educated guess. It may have something to do with the fact that at some point she was not only summoned here, but then trapped in that weapon, and then almost dead, and then revived, but still has this disconnect with the Feywild, can't return naturally. Might have something to do with it. Her symptoms seem to be a common cold, maybe a bad head cold or something so far.
But Callie has been back to the Fae since then, right?
She was, I think, through not being recalled, but traveling there. Yes.
When we saw Orin, yeah.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Okay. So I think maybe if we could put together that much of an explanation, it might be worth asking Callie next time she's awake if it felt any different when we traveled and saw Orin.
Okay.
And if she was starting to feel this way before we traveled and then got better when we saw Orin, that might be a line of inquiry.
All right, will do. Thank you. I'll let her sleep. I'm not going to interrupt her sleep.
Nice. Okay. Kaylin, actually, let's jump back and see what you up to. What were you doing last?
Heading towards the council building with.
Yes.
Did Brewer come with me, or am I by myself?
Brewer came with you. Yeah. Okay. Absolutely. Mm-hmm.
Great.
The two. You actually see that Brewer has a decent following, as it were, in the city. He seems to have some support there. A lot of people come up and say hello, and they kind of know what to expect from him, so you can tell they engage with him at least much more so than they did before, where he was just being shunned and stared at. And for our viewers, Brewer Smith is a Warforged, one of the only known to be in existence in this world, this realm, created right here several thousand years ago. So the two of you find your way up. And
Kaylin would probably comment to him after everyone coming up to him. You're pretty popular.
Thank you. Yes. People seem to be more fond of me. Still just doing this robotic walking thing.
That's good. That's good.
If I am to one day hold place on the council, then this is a necessity.
Definitely helpful.
It is also better than cold stares. Looks over at you and gives you like a silly cold stare. New sense of humor, which is not very funny.
Kaylin will smirk. I bet it is. I'm glad that they're accepting you.
Some do. Many still do not. But he pauses for a moment. I have learned that it is more important to accept myself and simply deal with the obstacles as they come.
That's good. That's important.
Yes. Well, I have learned much of this from you, Jessara.
Thanks.
Thank you. What is it you wish to speak to the council about?
Just want to, let them know I'm still alive, that they haven't gotten rid of me.
Good.
Maybe stop in and talk to, or just see how they're doing.
I think it would be good for them to see you and the force that you are again. You did much good here.
Did I?
Of course. You rid the council of a cancer and have uplifted our city. We are reintegrating with the world. I think they need to know that you are very much still a part of this.
I agree.
It seems that we have arrived.
All right, Kaylin will go inside. Gosh, I was trying to find names again.
Oh, snappity snap. Yep. Let's see if I can scroll through this document in the most ridiculous manner possible too.
Yeah, so she will, I think there was a receptionist inside or something.
There is indeed. Yep, reception area. Mm-hmm.
Just looking to see the council.
Okay. Sorry, I'm almost to this part.
I understand.
Yeah.
I'm doing the exact same thing right now.
Nice. All right. Oh my gosh, I have all this other stuff, but not their names, of course. I've got the servants.
If I come by them, I will let you know.
Well, lady, oh gosh, what's her name? Cask something.
Yes.
This individual that's here. Oh, that's the one that you've dealt with him a number of times. He's been here in the reception area. Oh, council person, it's great to have you back. Are you here to stay or just here for a visit?
Just here for a visit for now, but just thought I would stop in and let everyone know I'm still alive.
Good on you. All right. Well, the council is in meeting today due to the festival, but Lady Caswood is here, as well as whatever the mage guy was.
You had Black Band was one of them.
Mm-hmm.
No, that's not. Let's see.
Man, this is why I have 800 windows and tabs open.
No. Yeah, you had Tyranny Black Band.
Uh-huh.
Was part of the High Council. I believe he was the one that helped me with the getting the transportation circle, correct?
That maybe I thought it was another room, but I'm just going to say that the person that helped you with the mage circle is there, and Lady Casquid.
Okay.
The two.
Cask Fury. Yeah.
Cask Fury. Would you like to say them?
Sure. Yeah, that would be great.
Together
Thank you.
or one at a time?
I mean, I guess I will see. I think Black Brand would be good.
All right. Well, what's made it to you? And I'll go back and open up the door. and lead you up the stairs to their office, where that particular gentleman is sitting in there and sees you. Oh, please come in. It's great to see you. What will see you to? Well, it's good to see you again, Kaylin.
How are you? How are you doing?
Well, honestly, I'm a bit, bait, trying to get that mage circle in there in time, and quite a bit of work. But we made it, right? Glad to see you look used to it.
I appreciate you getting that done. I really do.
It's been a long time.
Both of you, and she'll look at Brewer and at yeah.
Thank you. There's a nod. Well, do you have any pressing business today, or are you just here for a social visit?
I'm just here kind of for a social visit. I'm not sure how long I'll be staying, but just doing some things in town before I head out again. But
sure. He passes you a mug of ale.
She'll take it.
All right. Well, you made it back to the festival.
We just came from the festival. Have you been able to go?
Oh, you go a couple of times in your youth, and after that, it's just like the streets are so busy. Sure. It's just it's such a headache. No. I'll probably make an appearance at one point or another, but it's lost its flavor.
I can understand that. So how are things with the council? How's is Earthgrip still in prison?
Oh yeah. Well, he's gotten his just desserts for sure. Right where he needs to be, where he deserves to be. Otherwise, things are going about as well as you can expect. There's a lot of red tape to get things done around here. Yeah. And most of my efforts and calling favors in and such went to the Maid Circle, but looking forward to when you're done with your journey, as it were, and getting back here and really helping us make some proper change. Long overdue.
I think it'll be nice.
Right.
I'm looking forward to it.
Right. You seem to be a powerful force, and Lady Caspian certainly kens that.
I'm glad. Yeah. Okay. Again,
you seem out of sorts, Karen. Are you all right?
Just readjusting from what we've been out doing since I haven't been here. So,
right. Anything? You have any tales to tell?
Well, I think Brewer passed on about the Lich.
Oh,
Rakari, Yuzaz. That's one thing we've been dealing with amongst about 20 others.
I can see kind of gestures towards your scar that you've gotten since you left.
Yeah, that's was obtained during.
It looks great.
Thank you. Unfortunately, I've lost use of the eye, but
oh, that's a shame.
It does look intimidating, doesn't it?
Oh, it does. It's great. Knowing that people are going to think twice before crossing you.
Well, anything I can do for you while I'm out and about?
Oh, no. I think that if you're here just for a little relaxation and you've got more business to take care of, nothing for me. Honestly, I'm bait. I'm going to take a rest. I'm probably going to take a good half week off and just work on some personal business. I'm all set.
Nice. Okay.
But if you have any more needs for your magic needs for your teleportation circle, in working or anything like, then let me know. But we put our best mages on it, and we had about, he looks over at Brewer. We had at least 30 mages at one day. I was so much. It's usually like a mage casts a spell once per day for years, so we had to speed it up with adding mages. I had a good almost just 3 dozen. One day is incredible. Lots of bickering. I'm very, very
I'm sure.
fast.
Well, it definitely helped me out a ton and can help me make more visits here.
Good.
During my travels. So
The city will only benefit from that.
you're too kind.
No. Just honest last, honest. Well, I wouldn't mind if you'd like to go, if you're heading to the festival yourself, then I'll grab a pint there, maybe show our faces to the...
Sure. Should I talk to Cass Fury at all, or do you think...
Oh, I think that's a fine idea.
Okay.
Wouldn't mind seeing you.
Sure. I'll stop in and say hi to her.
All right. Maybe I'll catch you later, and then I'll be there
Okay.
around closing time. That last hours when things get really exciting.
Closing time. Okay. All right.
Felt well then last. Would you like a pint for the road?
No, I'm good, but thank you. I'll see you around. Dan.
Yeah.
How is Brewer exiting? Is he waiting for me to is he exiting first? I was kind of waiting to kind of trail behind Brewer exiting the room if at all possible.
Oh my gosh. I didn't.
But if he seems to be kind of staying pace, that's fine.
He has gotten enough wherewithal in social situations to understand. He's closer to the door. He sees that you're maneuvering an exit, so he'll get up and just bid this individual farewell. Until next time, gives a bow and heads over to the door.
Okay. Kaylin's going to quickly, not crazy quickly, but just kind of turn back to Blackbrand and lean, because I'm guessing he's at his desk, correct?
Yeah.
Correct.
Mm-hmm.
Just kind of lean in the desk. Thank you for accepting Brewer. I appreciate it.
He's a good one. I'm glad. I of course.
All right. Have a good one. And she will leave and go and try and find Cass Fury.
Okay. All right. I'm going to jump over to... Let's see. We've got here. Let me check in with Rain. And then we'll hit Galathor and Marilyn. Okay, Rain, are you still sitting at the tree, sort of watching this, this fight unfold?
Or they've been sparring.
Yes.
How long have they been? Since I got there, how long have they been sparring?
Oh, not long. I mean, round-wise, it's less than half a minute. But story-wise, we'll say there's pauses in between to gauge and jest and taunt. So we'll say, a few minutes. We'll say maybe 10 minutes just to really stretch it out.
Okay. After that minute, there's 2 things I want to do, but one can wait. Hang on.
Okay. What you got?
Okay. She's gonna go, after the 10 minutes has passed, Rain is gonna get up, go into her temple, and try to see if she can contact her mentors from the 3 years in the tower.
Oh, you mean like the fragments of memory of the Raven Queen?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Go ahead and role play that out. You sit down and what do you say to try and attempt to contact him?
Mm-hmm.
Or her, whatever.
Let's just I didn't think that was gonna work. Oh my gosh, my mind. I have no idea.
Okay. Well, I'll spare you the pain. You know that typically the Raven Queen doesn't appear in person or hold any sort of humanoid form. She doesn't usually speak. She usually sends. It's more like emotions or memories, fragments of things that are sort of that give impressions of things. Is there anything that you'd like that you're requesting from her, or anything, or you just kind of want to offer a prayer?
That and just guidance on what happened to make Rain an adult. Or
okay. Yeah, you ponder on it, and you kind of it's this disassociate time, temporal disassociation where you're just your mind collecting back to the present here. It takes some time as you're praying about it, and then you remember, like, okay, I aged while I was there so long that I just naturally progressed in age. You were that age when you went there. You lived there in that castle for however many years, 6 years, whatever it was, getting older. And then you kind of come to terms with that, right, of course I did. I lived those 6 years there. And then I just came back here, and I know it was only like 10 seconds or a couple minutes or whatever it was, 2 or 3 minutes for me here. But I did live that long, and that's why I'm this old. And you kind of offer up some prayers about your time there and guidance, just seeking guidance. Like, okay, what next? What do I do? Where do I go? How do I serve you? You don't receive really any response aside from the feeling of a vague feeling of her presence in support.
The Raven follows me everywhere. Is the Raven in the temple with me?
Yep.
What's the Raven doing? Is it just
Whatever
being
you
normal?
want to do. But currently, it's just if it's not in your shoulders, just kind of watching you, being a companion.
Okay. I just give a little pet to the Raven. Don't really know what to do with it just as now. So, yeah, that's. And I'm gonna chill and continue in prayer for the rest of the remainder.
Okay. And as you do, you kind of relive some of the time there, some of the things you've learned, and so on. So, all right. Galathor, you are atop this building. The city's still bustling below from the festival. You have a good idea on that location of the entrance. What would you like to do? I'd say for everyone, it's maybe gotten a little bit later, like 11:30, almost lunchtime, maybe noon.
Galathor's probably just going to grab us a small bite on the way back to the estate. That's it. Yeah.
Okay, nice. So, Galathor, as you return, you see, of course, the same site. I'll say that this, timing-wise, you ended up there just a little bit after Born. In fact, probably a couple times on the walk back, you would have seen him somewhere ahead in the crowd. By the time you exit the city, you see him walking down the street to the homestead. You see the tail end of this giant fireball. You see Davania sit down. Rain gets up and goes into her church building, and you approach. Now you see Mort sitting near Emil, and you see Sebastian coming across the yard, but he hasn't engaged yet. What would you like to do here? Anything?
No, I'm good. Yeah.
Okay, cool. Do you want to stay outside in that area with them, or do you want to just head into your room? Or inside?
Yeah, no, Galathor head up to his room.
Okay. You walk past, you're like, Nice. All right. So you head up to your room. You walk past, cross paths with Sebastian. You hear him muttering, "Oh, fuck, nice. So, so quiet. Thought it was quiet here before, and it was noisy here before. Now it's muttering like Popeye under his breath." And you.
While Galathor's in his room, he's going to reach underneath his bed and pull out the It was the sword, which
from the party demon, the
Yeah.
birthday party demon. It's born.
Yep.
Fondly
he's gonna keep
named
it. He's gonna keep it wrapped up, but he's gonna put it in his bag.
Okay, nice. It slides in a nice sword holder. And then you remember, it's nothing happens. You got it bound, but it's amazing balance. It's an incredible weapon. You hold it, give it a couple twirls, and you're like, this is perfectly balanced. Remember, there's the sharpness of the blade. It's just a lot of. It's an impressive weapon. Okay, and you kind of lock that in, and get that ready. Erwin, are you heading back? Did you say? I'm sorry, you bought some more goodies, right?
Once she's kind of finished with her dozen donuts, she'll bounce around the festival looking at all the things again. And not really looking, because she's just kind of like, what? But not and if she doesn't see anybody, she'll be like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
And she'll go get a bunch more donuts, get like 2 dozen more donuts, and she'll take them to the estate.
Well, you're back. You like 2 dozen? Of course.
These
like, yes,
are amazing.
Oh, I'm so glad you like them. Yeah, if you like them that much, you can always find my regular shop up on the second floor.
You sell these in a shop? I can come get them every day.
Every day. I make them fresh in the morning, about 6 o'clock, and then a few times an hour, every other hour, or as need be, until about 3 is the last fresh batch I make, and then close about 5.
This is the best. Yeah? This is the best city ever. Like, fist bump him, tip him an extra,
nice.
And then just head out.
Nice. All right, and you head back to the estate. Now, I guess time-wise...
She's kind of like speed walking.
Nice. Get these back to the home. Don't eat them before I get there. So you head back, and timing-wise, we'll say, wait, is that a glimpse of Galathor, maybe? You're not sure. But as you exit the city, you see now the extreme tail, and you see like the smoke coming up from the fireball. You didn't see the fireball. There's smoke coming off of Aga's form.
She's like, she's like, oh, I know that spell. Oh no.
Nice.
Oh no.
The individual sitting cross-legged. And you see maybe Emil. And you think Galathor heading down. Mort that just sat down next to it's just a little bit behind everyone else. Rain's gone into her church now. You see her opening the door, heading in. Galathor goes inside the house before you get down there. So you've arrived just after Galathor went in the house. Sebastian's come out, and Rain has gone into the church.
I brought donuts. What's exploded?
You all hear that, including Aga and Davania, in case you have anything you want to react as you see like all these donuts and bags and stuff Aaron was holding.
I'm just waiting to see if Aga does anything.
They're intensely,
paying attention.
Mm-hmm. Emil or Mort, anything?
I'll take a donut and just point to Davania and Aga and like shake my head and like, I don't know.
She'll sit next to Mort and just like offer Emil a donut too. Like, just it's instead of popcorn, it's just donuts.
None for Emil? Oh.
No, I offered Emil some.
No, thank you.
I think Emil went, nope. I was like, no.
Oh.
All right, and Mort's going to take a stick, and he's going to draw a D, and then a long line, and then an A, and he's going to put a gold piece on the A.
Nice. Oh, okay. Emil, do you take part? He started a pool on the fight.
It is not a game of pure chance. Emil is not interested.
Okay, that's a good point. Yep. Sebastian is going over to talk to Aga and Davania, but you kind of see it's like the intensity. It's a sparring match.
You mean Jeremiah? Dan, I'm sorry.
Oh, sorry, Jeremiah.
I just wanted to make
keep
sure.
saying- So Jeremiah, thank you very much.
That was a
No problem.
bulldog.
I take the stick and then I make another line and I write a J and I put the gold under the J.
Oh, that's awesome. Of course, he gets totally sidetracked. He sees the intensity and he's like, "Oh, I'm gonna, those donuts." And he kind of comes over to you. Oh,
Have one.
well, I don't suppose those are for everyone, are they?
They are absolutely for everyone.
Oh, what a fine lot. I knew there was something I extra liked about you. And he takes, there's a ballot pool, all right. And he kind of looks at the two of them. Oh, I'll put, he puts one down by the D, a gold piece. Let's make this.
I was betting on you to stop it, so I'll move it over to the D.
Nice. Oh, Albert was going, but then there was donuts and money to be made.
That's fair. That's fair. The D is for donuts.
Right. Oh, well, always then. Always bet on donuts. That's my
I
motto.
like him.
Yeah. Okay. Aga, right? We're back to the top of the round. What you got?
I'm going to, like, after bracing myself against the fireball, just kind of stand up straight for a minute, gesture with the mace in Davania's direction, and say, "Are you sure you want to stay off your feet?" And I'll give her like a half second to respond.
Oh, a half second? Okay. She's gonna stay on her feet. She's gonna stay seated.
Okay. Question, mechanically, Dan, does that make her prone?
Yeah, because you'd have to stand up. No, that's tough, isn't it? Because it's not like she's completely down.
But she has cross.
Davania, roll a d20. If it's 11 or higher, you're not prone. If it's 1 to 10, you are. Because that's tough. I don't know. It's pretty easy for some to spring up from that, but. Oh, thank you. Ooh, what you get? What'd you get, Davania?
Oh, I'm sorry. You were talking to me.
Yeah.
Roll for what?
Just a straight D20. If you get 11 to 20, we'll say that you're not prone. And if you get a 1 through 10, we'll say you are.
Yeah, 17.
Okay, she is not prone.
Okay, so he's going to go, And he's going to take close the gap between them because he had taken a step back. He's going to use his hasted action to make a shove attack to knock her prone.
Okay.
Which is basically a grapple check. It's his strength against her strength or dex. Athletics versus athletics or acrobatics up to her.
Yep, whichever you'd like, Davania, between those two. Closing time.
My song is stuck in my head now.
Yeah.
That one and 4.
Don't forget you have inspiration.
Oh.
You can roll either an athletics check or an acrobatics. Typically, it's whichever one's higher, but it's your call. You can roll either against his.
Where is it?
Be under skills.
Oh, I know. I'm just like alphabetical order. My eyes.
Oh, gotcha.
Right now.
Nice.
Okay, I'll do acrobatics and use inspiration from Kim.
Right. Which is her subscriber one. So that's D14. It's a D10 and a D4. Add them together. That's your bonus.
I rolled a 13 on my D20.
Okay.
Ooh, it's pretty close to actually what I rolled.
Then just add a D10 and a D4. That's
Okay,
a subscriber.
hold on. All the dice. Okay. 4 is a 3. And you said D10?
That's all right. You already beat it because I got a 17. So if
It's a
you even get the
9.
1.
Oh,
yeah.
okay. So he goes to charge, and what does that look like for you, Aga? Was a shield bash?
Yeah, it's going to be like a shield bash to knock her onto her back.
Okay, so he comes charging at you with a shield, Davania. How do you want it to look when you dodge that?
Oh, I'm just gonna like just roll
Nice.
over, you know, just
Okay, do you have a follow-up attack or anything,
Yeah.
Aga?
Yes, he does.
Nice.
But that does change things. Oh man. Yeah, I think he will then use his regular action just to hit her with the mace. Like, okay, enough, and just bow.
You see her roll, you do like a quarter turn, and you're ready to just drop the mace on her.
What is the? I don't actually know what his plus is. Plus
What is the
7.
thing?
Okay.
A 7?
Yeah, that's 16. I rolled a 9.
Oh. Okay, a 16. Does a 16 hit Davania? Oh yeah, it does, because you've got what, 10?
well, I think my shield is 10.
It's
it does
each.
hit.
You have to use it a reaction each time, I think. It only lasts for one turn, but it's still a 15. So I think it would.
Even with the 15, I think it would hit, right?
Yeah. Yep.
So
So it hits. Go ahead and roll your damage, Aga.
that is 7 points of damage.
Nice. All right. What do you want that to look like, Aga, as you swing your mace?
He'll just get like she'll dodge out of the way of the shield, and the mace will just come right behind it and just like crack her in the chest.
Nice. Gives you an extra tumble. Yeah. And you pick yourself up.
I'm gonna, is it still his turn?
Anything else?
He will bonus action speak a word in infernal and gain some hit points.
Nice. What does it sound like? Did you do an awesome infernal?
Oh god, I have no idea. Healing word, I guess.
Perfect. All right, you see him some one of those necrotic hickeys that starts to heal a bit. Okay, is that it for your turn then, Aga?
Yeah, that's literally everything except for movement.
Awesome. Davania, what you got?
I'm gonna stand up after that. After going, okay.
Hit me with a fucking fireball. That's what happens.
Respect.
Mm-hmm. You did glean from that he has some sort of resistance to fire damage.
I'm going to use my staff to use my action to use my staff to cast Cone of Cold on him.
Doggy. Okay.
Did you reaction shield? Is that what you did or the last time? She did. Is that okay? All right. I will counter spell. Only 3rd level though. I'm not gonna blow a high level slot on it.
You know what level you're casting it at, Davania?
It's 5th level.
Okay.
So what? I got to roll a 15, right?
Yes. Yeah. 10 plus the spell level. Yep.
Oh.
Yeah. Is that in result, or was that your hype for it?
That was my hype for it. I rolled a 15 plus 4.
So,
yeah.
So you ready this cone it just evaporates as you hear him
scaring this shit out of me with these high level spells, bro.
I'm gonna use my bonus action to throw my staff. Well, not throw. That's an action. I'm gonna use my bonus action to take out my bat wings and just yell at him, enough. Because the next move that I make will kill you.
Oh, that's no fun. Okay.
I wouldn't mind
she was starting to get
from
mad.
The sidelines.
She was starting to get mad. So like she has to like say enough just to give perspective, because otherwise from her past, like she will go batshit crazy on your ass.
Okay. All right.
Since I'm the cleric trying to keep these two kind of safe, can I insight that, or is it obvious that like I need to intervene now?
Yeah, Davania, is there any like? Do you like mean it? Like enough for Emil to be?
I mean it. Like,
Do you see?
I'm
notice
trying
that
to keep myself in check.
Gotcha.
So for me to keep myself in check, this
Mhm.
needs to stop now.
Gotcha.
Mm.
Okay.
Okay.
Emil's
I
gonna
think Emil
give-
will step forward and kind of shout, maybe we can stop, but I'm not going to prevent Aga from acting. I just I'm a fair distance from the circle, but I think Emil will kind of try and clericy take charge now.
Okay.
There's donuts.
Oh no, good.
No, thank
Yeah,
you.
mine.
But nice bar. It was
Ah.
more. Sorry.
Ah, it was fun.
It
And
was.
he does have like a smirk like the whole time. He doesn't seem to like, the fireball was like, oh, okay, she's for real. So that's why he went for like really smacking her with the mace.
Oh no, like
Yeah.
she doesn't mind that. It was, yeah.
Mm. All right. Well, Sebastian's like, picks up his coin. Sebastian, Dan, stop it. Jeremiah picks up his coin. All right. Hey, that's okay. So, kind of looks around, having no clue what to say to everyone. He's right, and he just goes and takes another bite of his donut.
I'll start walking towards the trees and sit back down on the trees and use a bonus action to put my wings away.
Okay.
Where did the wings come from, by the way? Did those like sprout out of your back, or is that like an item, or what?
They're from my back.
Okay.
Did you both take damage?
Yeah.
Yes.
I'll throw a healing word on each of you.
When you go to do it
only
to
at second level, but
when you go to do it to Aga, he'll say, "No, I'm fine. Thank you, though." And he'll just express that you don't have to. He was not going to stop you, but
he's going to do it anyways. So
okay.
Nice.
I forgot. You said 6 points of damage for the last thing that you hit me with, or was it?
I think I rolled a 4 plus 3. I think it was 7.
Okay, 7. So I just want to make sure I have it correct.
All right.
I'm fine.
I barely touched you, right? I think I only hit you twice.
I'm going to say that Emil's healing word heals you both up to full, just since it's sort of a sparring fun thing. It wasn't like a crap ton of
Yeah, it's not like we're killing each other or something. Maybe I don't
Nice.
know.
No, that's next time.
Mort, your donut is delicious. You picked one out. Wait, did you pick one? Right? You took one? Mort, I think. Okay, good.
Yeah, I took
Mort,
a donut. Yeah.
Nice, delicious. You finish the whole thing up, and you're looking at them. There's so many here. Potentially, you're considering having another. As you do, can you please make a wisdom saving throw?
Shouldn't
Does
have
he
had
get
that donut.
advantage because the donuts are so delicious?
Nope. But man,
It was worth it.
16 plus 6, 22.
Oh, nice. Okay. Still beating it. Okay, so you just nothing really happens. You're thinking about this other donut, and it just kind of takes your memories elsewhere to a time before, or maybe you had some other similar experience in your past in your hometown with confectionery treats or pastries, and your mind just kind of wanders back into the moment. And as the dust settles from this brawl, Rain praying in her church, Galathor, up in his room, he's got who knows what he's up to up there. I know, I'm trying to find a way to not make it sound like I did last week, and it's just sounding more like it. I'm so sorry.
Especially when you make that motion with your hand,
sword,
Dan.
but then
I have one
sorry,
thing.
I failed you. Yeah, go ahead.
I'm going to write on a piece of paper a little message to Emil, just to see if the bird knows, just to see if the raven knows who's who. Emil, will you be my lookout like last time? And then I'm going to roll it up, put it on the raven's foot, and then gonna see if it could frighten Emil.
Okay. If you sort of think of Emil as you're instructing it, then make an animal handling check if you would.
Oh boy. Wait, I got a good wisdom. It's all right.
You do it with advantage.
Okay. Oh man, it doesn't do advantage. +3. Natural 20.
Oh.
I got a natural 20. +3, 23. So
it flies and waits by the door for you to open it. Assuming you crack the door open to let it out.
Oh yeah. I open the door.
It flies over to Emil, lands at his feet, and as Emil sees this raven, very different in appearance from Seb, as much as ravens can look different. But if anyone knows what Seb looks like in great detail, it's Emil. Lands at his feet, and the dust settles from the battle, and everyone is finding their own places and spaces and things to do. We will wrap up tonight's session. Yay! Well, thank you, players, and thank you, chat, for being here. For making this work, players especially. I mean, thank you for making this work. Without a computer, really anything useful on my side.
Hey, Dan.
Yeah.
I messaged you on Zoom chat real quick.
Oh, I'm so sorry. It's on my phone. I don't know if I can.
Oh, okay.
If I can do it at the same time. Sorry. But I will check it and we'll tackle it. Yes, you're all amazing. Thank you, viewers, for being here and watching us and hanging out with us. I'm so glad that we could still make this work. For those of you that don't know, my computer is now officially dead. So I'm using my phone in a lovely kitchen and my poor daughter's Chromebook. Sorry, really. And just trying to make it work. So I had a blast tonight. You all are so amazing. I am so thankful that I get to do this so often throughout the week. And Stormfall, I mean, we're on a 108 millionth episode because we rock. And next week, festival will be over. Expect maybe potentially, I guess we'll see what everyone's going to do, but maybe some exploring of what's it called here? Oh, I can't. I had to scroll all the way to the bottom of this page. That underground area, cavernous area below the city. There's, I think, 3 or 4 different things, maybe more, depending on other people and who they may contact whilst here. Barak here. What a fun time! I'm looking forward to seeing how Aga works things out with his, potential new body. Erinwin's healing process with Mistra. Davania, working through some past gosh, I don't even know what to call them because I don't want to be spoiler, just things. We'll just make it as generic as possible.
Say a few things, it's okay.
Okay.
And I mean, it's our campaign. It's everybody's campaign. So
nice.
Whatever you decide to share, I don't mind you sharing certain things. So
okay, neat. We'll keep that in mind. That's awesome. Devon's got some juicy stuff. We've got Rain back and having a bunch of fresh stuff to go through. Everybody. I mean, Emil has got stuff cooking here with Harper's and some other stuff. Who else? Other people have things down there too. Boop, 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 boop. Galathor and the map. Oh my gosh, that's going to be really exciting. And oh, poor Mort. I don't know. Mort's doing well, but the DC keeps getting higher. So keep it up. Keep it up.
What is going on? I'm just like,
we'll see what happens.
You can explain to me when we're off air. I'm so confused. What?
Nice.
We don't know.
Yay.
Nobody knows
awesome.
Except Dan.
Yay. Yep. Oh, it's fun. Oh my gosh, it's juicy. Oh, and Callie. Oh man, what's going on with her? All sorts of good stuff. So look forward, of course, to next Friday. We'll be back. And
can we give a shout out to Kim for being our tech?
Yes, Kim has been amazing tonight.
Thank you, Kim.
Thank you, Kim.
Yes. thank you so much, Kim, for running this all and making things hilarious and awesome in the process.
The voice of reason.
Yeah. And a huge props in general with all this, since my computer died. Kim, Steph, and Vic have been like integral in keeping things going and the content moving and being streamed. And thank you to all three of you so much for pushing through and making all this work. Really, you're amazing. Thank you. And of course, thank you, viewers, for being with us, even though it's not the usual. We're trying to make it work, and thank you for working with us as we do. We should still be able to maintain our content while I'm working towards getting this new computer. And thank you to everyone that's donated. And it's already helped out a great deal. We're up to $571 donated. I just got my website gig, so that's $2,000 towards that, and then it's just a little remainder beyond that.
Dan, do you mind if I give some shout outs for the people who've doing stuff tonight?
Please. Absolutely.
So hold on, let me scroll down. Frank, thank you for the 500 biddies. Deontay, thank you for the 500 biddies. That was to, make sure Benedict Aga's wanted poster stayed up for a while. Runa Cedar and a few others, thank you so much for the follows. Shout out to Zeltaris and his fam for coming for the raid. Jim, just because you sub for 5 months doesn't mean you're going to live tomorrow, but thank you for the resub. Danny and Madam Gorgonzola, thank you so much for the biddies tonight, guys.
You're all amazing. Thank you so much. It helps so much. So
all I was going to say, we have such an amazing community here.
Oh, right. So incredible. I love you all. You really, I'm just looking through chat now. I really appreciate it from everybody rallied around this. And I'm so excited that we get to offer all this and looking forward to continuing doing so. I think, all right, I'll go over a schedule real quick. Then I'm going to see, I'm thinking of just, I would like to host somebody here as well, which I might be able to raid rather. I'd like to raid somebody. I don't know, Kim, if you're okay with it, if you have a moment, if there's anything that looks fun doing D&D, if you'd be okay to at least prepare a raid, if you're okay with that.
Yeah.
If not, don't worry about it.
Absolutely I can. I'm just looking to see who I know that's on that's amazing.
Nice. I'm going to zip through our schedule if that's okay while you take a peek.
Yeah, schedule is up on the stream.
Awesome, you rock. Okay, so tonight you've been enjoying, I'm sure, Stormfall, our longest running campaign here of all the campaigns that we have. Drama, the feels, all the wonderful stuff, as you can tell because you were here watching it. Every Friday night, 10 p.m. 20 a.m. Eastern. Every Saturday, we're going to have a new campaign starting. Is it tomorrow?
Yep, tomorrow.
Damn, time flies. And I think that this is Andrew's campaign. Andrew plays our Monday night game with the DMing Tower of Dreams.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, it is the Solica Archipelago. I can't say that word. It's a place full of secrets, mysterious forces, and magical wonder. Come join our adventures as they craft impossible items, explore the unknown, slowly unravel the secrets of the, I can't say that word. And
Archipelago.
Thanks. Thanks, wifey. and maybe save the world in Tower of Dreams.
And that's 6 to 9 Eastern?
Yes. 6 to 9. Yeah.
Cool. And then you can go right from saving the world into surviving a hellish nightmare every Saturday. a Cthulhu-esque nightmare, which is amazing and twists and turns. And oh my gosh, check it out. Every Saturday night, DM by our very own awesome Kim, Court of Thorns. Every Saturday night, 10 p.m. to 1 a.m. Eastern. Let's see. Moving on to Sunday, also DM by Kim, a new campaign coming up at the end of the month, Equilibrium. And can you give us? Sorry, my battery's going to die on my phone in a minute. But can you give us a quick?
Yep. It is a wholesome campaign that is in Wildmount. It is our first and currently only campaign in Wildmount on Madbird Streams, and it is a group of Beholders and Basements players who are part of the Order of Mystra that will be traveling around putting magic items in the world, creating magic items, creating puzzles, etc. for adventurers to find.
Nice. I love it. So, and that's 5
p.m. Eastern to 8 p.m. Eastern on Sundays.
Thank you. Awesome. Every Sunday. And then every Sunday night, you can stick around, have some dinner, and then come on back for the Obsidian Scar, DM'd by our very own Vic. Every Sunday night, 10 p.m. to 1 a.m. Eastern. Every Monday night, Steph, our own Steph DMs The Forsaken. Obsidian Scar is our proper new campaign. Steph DMs The Forsaken every Monday night, 10 p.m. to 1 a.m. Eastern. And that is our quest orders. Yes. I mean, the setting is beautiful, and I'm so sorry that we've harangued the title as that. But there's floating cities and political intrigue, forbidden magic, and all this amazing stuff. And we just go along like, this is so cool. Okay, where are all the quests? And then we do like 1% of them.
And then we
collect
don't
them all.
finish any of them.
Any of them, yeah.
Yep. Yep.
It's the campaign where Steph puts up with our crap. That's the catchline. And then every Tuesday night you can catch our All Evil campaign. Here's some hats. I
can't wait for that one.
I know, me too. We're
so excited.
It's gonna be juicy.
All
right.
dressed
Because
up. We're all dressed up. Yay.
Afraid.
Awesome. They're currently at a gala, and there's all sorts of stuff with Ormia and other fun things going on.
Can I just say, I really love that dichotomy where we started Ormia's arc with infiltrating a gala, and now it's coming around.
Yes.
Real
It's
circle.
funny because Stormfall Stormfall started some crap.
Yeah. Oh, it's so great. I love this. Oh my gosh.
We got the ball rolling on that for sure.
Here's a present for you. Yeah. And every Wednesday night, I can't even say I hosted it. I've hosted it like once. Everyone's been hooking me up and covering for me when things go wrong, my computer and other things. Everyone's jumping in. So thank you again for all the help, everyone, and patience with me. But there's Madbird Squawks. You can definitely catch it every Wednesday night, 10 p.m. to 1 a.m. Well, no, that's like 10 p.m. to like 11:30 midnight. Kind of has a rough ending, which is our talk show. It's D&D Therapy, as Vic coined it, where we break down.
And as I coined it, it's Talks Machina, but therapy.
Exactly. Yeah, we have a few guests from across campaigns each week, and we just work things out, talk them out, and process the dealings we've been that we had to go through across the week in our campaigns.
I'd like to volunteer to be a part of that one this week.
Same.
Nice,
me and Melissa, yes,
that's
please.
That's a great idea. It'll at least be, if you two are available, it'll at least be Kim and Melissa this week. If the two of you are available.
You too, Mariah?
I haven't been on, and since like school is like done, I am and available.
I'm gonna check with you.
So.
I'm trying to get a character death one going with hopefully Sam.
I'll check with some of my group if you want a real character death. Because this week is going to be
7 guests.
Sorry, not sorry.
The entire cast of Crown of.
I mean, they all did die last week, technically.
I swear I'm gonna find whoever did that and like if I survive any of this,
You're going down.
I'm traumatized.
All right. Well, that'll wrap us up. I hope you all have a fantastic night. We're gonna jump over. Oh, good. Saving throw shows on. Awesome.
Yay.
We're gonna hop over there. Let's give them a big raid hello. And I hope you have a great night. We'll catch you all soon. Take care.
Bye.
Bye.